Your stats is here.
Oh, that's cool.
Here.
Oh, our stats are up. That's neat.
Hi, everybody. I'm Scott Coventry, and welcome to ZealZaddy. I'm the DM and storyteller of Mysts of Elixia, our D&D 5e campaign. This is Season 1, Episode 17, titled The Tower in the Mist. We play every Saturday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And if you want to follow us, you can follow us everywhere at either at ZealZaddy or /ZealZaddy, depending on what it is. So that would be Twitch, YouTube, Patreon, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. If you want to follow us on Discord, you go down to the About section below and click the Discord button. That'll be your invite. We have 4 players that play in our game, and they are all awesome. I'm going to let you get introduced to them real quick. Give me 1 second. All right. Hey, everybody. Let's have Brandon start tonight.
Hello, I'm Brandon. I play Marcant von Amstel, the cleric of the group.
All right. Nothing else about your awesomeness?
I'm not particularly interesting.
He's humble. He's a cleric. It's a kind of a clerical thing a lot. Wait, not clerical. A cleric thing. Not a clerical thing. Unless you want to be the secretary of the group.
I mean, he would be good at it.
He would be. He's good with notes and books and all that. All right, let's hop up to Morgan.
What's up, everybody? It's me, Morgan, with My Play Mondays. As always, I'm happy to be here with these guys and gal to play Vezrin, the lovely wizard that everybody loves to hate. I don't know if that's the case, but I make products on Amazon, like T-shirts, as well as I run a business for people looking for someone to run games for them. So if you're interested in having a professional DM run a game, myself and several others that work with me are available. Check us out on mindplaymondays.com. I also have content on the DMs Guild, so if you're looking for some cool homebrew stuff, check it out there. All my stuff can be found on my website. So thank you very much, and let's kick some ass tonight, guys.
Continuing clockwise, let's go to Tiffany.
Hey, I'm Tiffany. I play Kara Twin Sagewin. She goes by Dwin. And in my spare time, I run my own campaign called Dungeon Damsels. We post on YouTube on Tuesdays and Fridays. It's a good slice of life, focus on emotional connections. All female cast, plus my husband who plays a woman, well, a female. And yeah, we have a lot of good times there too. So if you're interested in a new D&D show, we're in podcast form and YouTube form. Also, we have merch.
That's true. I need to buy one of your shirts.
We have merch, so go to YouTube and find our link tree in the description.
You know, what's funny is I didn't know when your schedule was. I didn't know when you released. I just get in my YouTube all the time because I follow you, so it always pops up. But I didn't know your schedule until you just told me. I don't know how long I've been following and watching them, but that's kind of funny. All right, Dylan.
First of all, Scott, thank you for saving the best for last.
You're welcome.
I'm Dylan. I play Eslove, the Dragonborn Barbarian. I have a subclass up on DM's Guild, if you are so inclined. It is called Ranger Dragon Hunter Conclave. It is a free subclass. You don't have to pay anything. I'm not going to not ask you to pay something. You can buy me a coffee, but I'm excited to play tonight. It should be fun.
Yeah, so when we last left off. Morgan, do you want to give us a recap of last week, since you were the one taking notes just now on what we did?
I wasn't taking notes. I was saying we should. So let's see. Last week we started off where the party was split because Vezrin had forgot about the cursed purse that he was carrying on him. After speaking with Ida, he was able to gift the purse to her so that Caradwin and Vezrin could pass through the portal. While we were dealing with that, Morkant and Eslav were on the other side of the portal, near another city that we were trying to head to, and they met a strange dwarf who was very particular about them getting near his property. They avoided the property as requested, eventually found the town, and just as they were settling, thinking it was going to be like a week or so before we arrived, Dwin and Vezrin popped in, and together the group learned that Vezrin's brother, who is the current lord on the island, was going to be visiting the town, and for unknown reasons. So the party decided to try to keep a low profile after that, and we're staying at the Soul. Vezrin used the time and the opportunity to send his familiar out to see what his brother's men were doing at the hotel, but in actuality, he ended up finding out what his brother was doing when his brother arrived. From there, they found out that there was somebody traveling with his brother that was invisible, and later on, we found out that she had horns. She left the city, followed her. She went to that strange dwarf, and then she went to a strange tower, killing my familiar and almost frying my brain. And then after that, we headed out there, found out that the dwarf had murdered the druid that's been missing, dealt with the dwarf, and are now deciding if we're going to head after that strange woman that's in the tower on the lake, or if we're going to head back to the town and deal with my brother while we're staring at the flames of the druid's house in the night.
Yes, the house is burning, and slowly it takes a while for the flames to really start to die down, although the building is really mostly stone, so, the wood stuff on the inside is what goes up the most, cloth curtains and whatnot.
Judging by the name of the episode, I think I have a pretty good idea of what we're going to decide to do.
You don't have to decide that. I have actually both options prepared either way.
Let me have my joke. Come on.
Great job.
To be fair, I think we had actually decided that we were going to pursue the tower because
we did.
Yeah. In hot pursuit.
After we finished, after we finished burying the corpse of our druid friend, we decided to.
One thing I forgot: we all did level up, so we are now 4th level. So.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't.
I am a very healthy dragonborn now. Much more healthy than I was.
So you stand watching the flames slowly die down. You're very hot, Eslov. Fire is just uncomfortable in the middle of winter for you.
Oh, okay, that kind of hot. I was confused.
Yeah.
He's hot and bothered.
That's true too.
Hot and bothered.
Vezrin's got his eyes all over it. That's slow.
So, as we're looking at the flames, we are in agreement, yes? We should head towards the tower and deal with whatever she is.
Yeah, I think that's the best idea. I think she's manipulating your brother. And if we can deal with her, then we can deal with him a lot better. Ideally.
Not sure what we'll be getting into, but we have to do something.
I think there's a strong chance that this is the Tabomese person we've been trying to track down. I could be wrong, but, there's a lot of things that are adding up, pointing me that direction.
But the dwarf did say that is Talbamese's tower. So whether she is Talbamese or working for Talbamese, there's a good chance we'll find more answers there.
True.
I do, however, think we should stop and rest for the evening. Probably not right here, because this fire might attract unwanted attention, and with a dead dwarf in the front lawn and us camping here, could look bad on our part.
Yeah.
We should probably leave as soon as possible.
Yes, we should. I think
Just a hunch.
We should just make sure that the fires aren't going to spread, and then head out.
Can I look at the fire and see if there's any trees nearby that would get ignited? Like,
you're in a forest, but and it is winter, so they are they're covered in snow, and they're not covered in leaves, which means they're also not as green. But it's not really a fire season. It'd be hard for them to catch and stay caught with all the water in there in the air on them in the snow.
So what I'm hearing is that I don't need to chop any trees down to prevent a forest fire.
No.
A little disappointed, but
Seeing
Any excuse-
Eslow's face looks disappointed, I was, I think that tree might catch fire. You should probably go chop that down, Eslo.
does it look like it needs chopping down?
Yeah, it does.
I'll go take care of it.
Okay.
Gonna go after it.
He's smiling. I love it.
You swing and it blasts light out from it because it was a fiend tree.
And everyone
That
died.
it was the secret
right.
it was the secret evil guy.
And then we're all right around it. Get hit again. Damn it.
It was the tall lady. She polymorphed herself into a tree.
So
Well, that solves that problem.
All right, we can leave. Is my character arc finished?
now there's one thing missing to complete your arc that we'll get to at some
Gotta
point.
go kill someone else. Maybe not kill them. You'll all find out.
How much smoke is coming up? Like you said, it is mostly stone.
Yeah, but there's definitely smoke. It's a fire
Yeah.
in winter.
Yes, all right. If it looks safe, we should probably head out before somebody arrives.
Sounds good.
Eslov, are you good at covering tracks?
Am I good at cover? I would assume so. Yeah,
Perhaps we cover our trail as we leave, so that way,
I know how to pass unseen.
if any of my brother's men come out here seeing what happened, they don't follow our trail.
Pass without a trace. I mean,
I mean, can we do like some kind of like survival check to try to like cover up the tracks?
Yeah. You can.
And maybe if we're all working together,
You can work
maybe
together
roll
and
other
get
minutes.
advantage. Yep.
I will roll survival since I probably have the highest survival. Let me look, just to be sure.
You have higher than me. I'm almost
Mine is
100%.
5.
Yeah. Yeah. Go for it. I'll assist you.
So the first roll was a 7, and the second was a 1.
Cool.
So
We're great.
we got what,
We
12?
left a nice trail behind. And no one's coming anyways.
Off to a good start. Off to a
Yeah,
good-
we think we did a great
You
job.
totally think you're covering your tracks.
He's used to finding tracks instead of
Right.
covering his own.
Yeah.
That was actually funny. So you're covering your tracks, so you're moving kind of slowly towards the lake. And as you're traveling, you can tell that the fog in the area is starting to thicken as you get closer. And you travel for a while through the forest, and there's still a lot of crows and grackles and birds of different types in the area. Sorry, I'm cleaning my glasses so that I can see.
Tisk tisk.
And you get to the edge of the lake, and it's frozen. And there's snow banks that kind of roll along the edges, and there's these reeds that are growing all along the edges. But the lake itself is frozen all the way across. And in the mist, every now and then when the mist kind of rolls, you can see the tower out in the distance, away from the shore, from your shore. So it seems like maybe it's on a little island or something out there.
Are we supposed to approach this thing?
You know, I'd really rather not swim. Go for the boat.
I'm not sure. Perhaps if we stop for the night, we might be able to see better in the morning. Get a better picture of the area before we go out into this water at night in the cold.
I understand what you're saying, but right now we have the advantage if she doesn't really know that we're here.
Right, I'm kind of leaning with Morgant on this one, because I know she's most likely in there, and by tomorrow she might not be in there. She could
Well, I've already used a good portion of my spells.
What time is it?
So
It's getting into
I'll-
the late afternoon.
If we get hit at a disadvantage, then I may not be as useful when the time comes.
Eslov, make me a perception check.
Yes, sir. Natural 1.
Okay, nice.
It's
6
great
total.
dice rolls today.
6 total if it matters.
No.
Do you have arcane recovery?
Check. I think so.
Well, if we do decide to stay the night on this river or this lake bank,
That's true. I
We
forgot
have-
about that.
we ought to hide. We shouldn't set up camp right here on the shore.
Honestly, speaking with out of character, yes, I do have it. It's a good. Thank you for reminding me. If we did a short rest, I'd be able to get my spells back. If we just waited for a few minutes, give me some time to sit down and meditate, I might be able to be prepared.
Or metagaming.
I could use a breather. I'll get my inspiration back.
While you guys do that, I'll scout out around the lake and see if
Oh, no, I
I
won't.
can find a boat or anything that might help us on our travel.
Didn't you say the lake was frozen over?
Yes.
Does it look like we can walk to the tower?
Well, you'd have to test the ice.
I will test the ice.
The ice is frozen solid. You think you could probably walk it.
Okay. I'm not going to go too far out, but I will walk about 15, 20 feet out.
Yeah, every time you take a step, it kind of creaks, but you know that ice does that anyway. If you with every step, which is kind of harrowing for people that aren't used to it. You know, you can tell by the feel, though, whether it's solid.
Right. So I'll come back and I'll tell them.
Make me a
This ice
perception
won't
check
break.
on your way back.
You really want me to make this, huh?
Well,
There
you're
we
in the
go.
right spot.
Natural 20, 25 total.
When you get near the shore again, you come back, you see something moving under the ice or along the edge of the ice. It's hard to tell which.
It's going to pop out of the ice. And what does it look like? How big is it?
It's small looking.
It's probably just a fish. We'll keep walking.
Okay. You get back to everybody.
This ice will hold.
Oh, that's nice. You just walk.
It'll even hold vision.
Good to know.
So when you guys are ready, let's get going.
I don't take a short rest because I don't need it. So Eslov spends this 30 minutes just walking around, scouting the place out.
And while you're walking, you see, kind of out of nowhere, a couple dozen crabs walking through the snow towards the lake.
Kind of crabs.
And as you're walking, you see a couple dozen more.
What kind of crabs are they?
Different. They're one type, although they're different sizes, anywhere from a few inches to a foot almost wide. They're white underneath. They have really long legs for a crab, and they're not ones you've ever seen. And they have sort of tufted feet. On the bottom, they're white. On the top, they're like a mottled white and just slightly gray.
So they're the Yeti crabs, basically?
No, they're not Yeti crabs.
Eslov will take like 5 of them
As you go and
and just
grab one,
bonk them on the head to kill them.
Okay, you kill some, and then as you turn, you realize one is on the back of your leg.
Volunteer.
So as you go to grab it, it kind of darts back around your leg, and you realize and you start to chuckle because it tickles as it grabs onto your scales and moves around you. And it has pretty big pinchers. I mean, not they would hurt you or anything. Not you. Might hurt one of those wimpy fleshy people.
One of those flesh bags.
Yeah. And it kind of raises its claws at you, like aggressively. And then as you go to grab it, it kind of ducks around and it moves its claws back, and it kind of slides up under your jacket, your coat.
It's gonna keep trying to grab it.
It is fast, and it keeps finding little hidey holes, and it keeps tickling.
Eslov is starting to get a little comfort. He's like shaking his jacket around. Like you do when you get a spider on your shirt. He's like,
right. And it's not falling off. You've got 4 or 5 dead ones around you, and this one is
he's gonna
hanging
take his
on.
jacket off. He's gonna take his jacket off and throw it like as far as he can.
Okay, you throw the jacket,
And he's like, whew.
and then you feel it on your back.
Oh god. Keeps going for it.
And you go to grab it, and you realize it's up on the neck underneath the points of your head, and it goes right to the top of your head, and it raises its claws up as high as they'll go.
He's gonna slowly raise his arms up.
And when you slowly raise your arm, it walks onto your hand. And then when you bring your hand down, it's kind of staring at your face.
The crab. I know what you're trying to do, stuff, but Eslov really wants the crab.
Okay, so keep a crab. That's what you want.
No, he wants to kill the crab.
Oh, so kill the crab if you want. He just was fast, and he moved around pretty well.
Eslov has a sudden change of heart as he looks into the crab's eyes.
Its eyes sort of look back.
As crabs, crab eyes do.
He's gonna slowly pick up the other crabs while continuing to stare at this one.
It runs up your arm onto your shoulder.
He'll shrug, and he'll keep picking up the crabs. It'll go away eventually, I'm sure.
Yep, it will.
He's gonna walk over and get his jacket.
Okay, you get your jacket. You pick up the other crabs. Probably could get a couple more. And after a while, you realize there's a whole lot more crabs starting to come through the area.
Do they look like they're going in any particular direction?
They look like they're heading to the lake. And you know from past experience that some crabs occasionally are migratory. They migrate from the sea to freshwater, or from freshwater to the sea.
Would I know if they're trying to get inside of the water or not?
They are going to the water. You don't know what they're doing at the water yet.
Well, once I get as many crabs as I can find, I will take my axe and I will try and hack a hole in the ice closer to the shore for them to climb in.
When you get to the shore, you see that there are a few little holes, and they're finding their way into those anyway, but there's not very many, and and some of the bigger crabs can't get through those holes.
Yeah, so I'll make a large hole, like the size of like an ice fishing hole.
Yeah. Okay. And when you do, you notice that the crabs start to kind of migrate to that hole, and just in mass they start going into it.
I'll just stand back there, watch my work, watch them appreciate my work.
Okay.
As he thinks about the crabs he's gonna eat later.
Do we see Eslov doing this, in the distance? Do we see him, freak
sleeping?
out?
You're not. Are you resting?
Yeah, she would have been hanging around Bezrin.
So you're...
probably, I don't know what bards would do when they hang out. I guess she'd just,
strum?
Yeah, she'd just like play her cruise and chill out. And
Yeah.
so.
And
But
after a while you
did I-
see him, and you see crabs kind of walking through your camp.
Ooh.
And you know that there's a time of the year when, for about a day, the crabs from the ocean climb out. It's called the day of the frothing, and they mate and then they head to the lakes. And this must be that day, and it happens in winter.
Oh, it must be a frothing day. Just keep playing. She'll like start playing like a
Crab theme song.
Frothing day.
yeah, like a little theme song for them. Frothing day.
And they're cool. They kind of wander through.
And even like kind of like she'll like do a little like soft padded tiptoeing behind them like a weirdo. Just be in the moment.
When you're strumming a little fast, some of the crabs lift up their claws as they're coming by you, and then they go sideways past you. And when they get far enough away, their claws go down and they scurry off a little faster. Vestrin, make me a perception check while you're resting.
Okay. Let's see here. 6 total.
Okay.
We
Carolyn,
are
you see
just
a crab run across him, and he doesn't move. He's still in his trance. He like runs over his body.
He just kind of like pauses and looks at him briefly, and then just goes back to frothing day. Don't be late. Watch out for the iceberg dogs on the shore.
And while you guys are dealing with the crabs, Morkant, you're getting your rest in also. And
I have no need for a short rest.
oh, you don't? You're good?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
he's vibing.
All right. So after a while, Eslov comes back with a bunch of crabs. Dead crabs, one alive on his shoulder.
Well, it's like underneath my jacket right now, so I don't know if they can see it right away.
Yeah, no one can see it, right? And you see when you get there, Carradwin is strumming her instrument. Morkan is hanging out, tapping his foot. You're not sure whether it's to the music or in like annoyance at everyone having to rest. And Vestrin is trancing out.
Well, I found dinner for us, assuming we survive the next few hours.
Ooh.
Unless you want to eat now. It would do me some good to have a full stomach.
Yeah, I'm over in the trance. I don't mind having a meal before we go.
You ever have crab?
Oh, I've had crab, yes. Wait, you talking about the food or?
Eslav just looks at you. His kind don't have hair
No.
in the pubis region. So, doesn't know what that means.
Yes, but it wasn't for your humor. It was for the others.
Yeah, so he just kind of looks at you funny.
Well, you had a crab in there today.
Like, yeah, I don't think it went in his pants.
No, it didn't.
Shall we eat before we go, or do you guys want to just proceed? I mean, Eslov did catch us this fine meal.
Now, with crabs, this is the one food that I do cook. It's hard to eat without cooking it.
Oh,
Well, how long will it take to cook the crabs?
Oh, they go by quick. Just a couple minutes on each side of the crab. Quicker than most meat
And
that people take to cook.
while he's talking to you, you see a claw kind of stick out from his jacket and then pull back in from the back of his jacket.
You have a little friend there, it seems, yes?
They'll take the jacket off. This thing won't stop. It won't get off me. And we have enough here to eat, so I'm not going to kill this one.
Do
Well-
crabs normally do that?
I've
I've never seen it do that.
I haven't never heard of them doing that either.
No.
I'm gonna like put my finger in front of its face.
I will ritual.
It pinches
I
at your
will-
finger.
I will ritual cast detect magic because Vezrin doesn't trust us. We're near this tower. We dealing with all kinds of stuff. This could
Yeah.
be some strange
No.
thing to spy on us for all I
Yeah.
know.
It is
He'll
not
grab the
magic.
crab. He'll hold the crab up to you while you cast it.
It's
And
not
Oh,
not
hang
magic.
on. If we're gonna ritually cast something that takes 10 minutes, why don't we just cook the crabs and I'll hold your other crab?
We can cook them, but I'll take care of this one. And when Vezrin isn't looking, I want to take the crab and I want to put it down his shirt.
I mean, I'd be staring at the crab. because
Well, sometime within the next, like, I don't know, however long we're cooking, whenever Vezrin looks away, it's going down his shirt.
Okay.
Vezrin is going to try to see if he can detect it happening. That's for sure.
So you get the fire
Edge.
going to boil the crabs and get all that going, and after a long time, you see Vesrin is pretty awake and perceptive and not particularly loving all the crabs around him running around. You may have to catch him in another moment.
Fair enough. Perhaps in the heat of combat.
That's the perfect time, actually.
Yeah.
Gonna use my action, shove this crab down Vezrin's shirt.
I'll just misstep away and like leave it behind.
Is that a reaction?
I believe it is. If not, it's a bonus action. Do it on my turn.
I think it's a bonus action.
And you get
I could be wrong though.
the fire going nicely. The crabs cook up. You have a nice song, or maybe you don't. I don't know. That's up to Karen.
Yeah, she'd play. She likes playing.
And while you're playing, crabs are still coming through the encampment, heading to the lake, and in droves, are all over the place. And it's night, and you realize that you can either go in the evening to the tower now that you're rested, or you can wait till the morning.
Oh, I was supposed to play. Eh.
Oh no, my brother doesn't get a wonderful show from you. Too bad for him. You can still play for us if you wish.
Well, while Eslov is eating his crab, he'll tear off a piece and he'll offer it to the crab on his shoulder.
Okay. It eats some.
If we
That's
get
a
this
bit
done
barbaric,
quick,
isn't it?
Crabs
No,
definitely
crabs
eat other
cannibalize.
crabs.
Yeah.
yeah,
Crabs are like the
cannibalize.
chicken of the sea.
And while you're there,
What was that, Mokan?
I was just saying that if we get this done quick enough, you might be able to show up back at the tavern in time to perform.
Oh yes, we'll just do a quick murder and come back. No problem.
All within an hour. You know, it's not like we've traveled so far from the town.
One thing that
It's
happens.
It's
Oh,
not
sorry.
that big of a tower.
Sorry.
It's not.
True.
Shouldn't take us too long.
Right, so how's this crab taste?
It's yummy.
Oh.
Crab is
Very
good even when plain, so Eslov is wolfing it down.
Yeah.
Nice.
He's eaten like 3 already. Are these big crabs?
Yeah, they're about a foot wide, the bigger ones.
So like
Wow. Yeah.
about the same size as a king crab or a good one?
Yeah. The legs aren't as long, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Eslov is not stingy about what he eats. He'll eat everything inside the crab.
What about the shell?
Yeah. Well, he doesn't eat the shell itself, but I mean, how many nutrients are in crab shells? Because I mean, if
Can
he
you
Calcium.
could,
crab shells?
he could chew them, like he
Yeah,
could
there's
absolutely
calcium.
chew them up. But I don't know if he would actually, if he would though.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sure.
The soft
Let's
shell.
just say he'll eat some of it.
Like the legs, they're chewier. They're not
Oh,
as,
right, yeah.
as thick.
Yeah, he'll eat some of the softer parts.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys gorge on crab. Some of them just come kind of into the encampment. You can pick them up and throw them in. Like that kind of. It's that easy. Some of them.
So, are we able to get the short rest in?
You do. Yes.
Yeah.
I have all my first level spells back.
Okay. And Morcat, while they're all cooking, in the distance, you hear stomping. You're like on the side opposite the lake from them. And you hear people walking. But it's dark and it's foggy, so it's hard to see anything.
Like a lot of people?
More than one, but not many.
Are they headed towards the lake?
Yes.
I don't see any torches or anything?
You see a dim light in the fog.
I'll begin to approach it, saying hello, and just try and make myself visible in the fog.
Hello, I saw your campfire out there. Everyone okay? You getting your crabbing in?
Yep. My companions are over there doing some cooking right now.
Oh,
How
nice.
are you guys this evening? And what do I see as far as what's being called?
As they come out of the fog, there's 3 of them. They're all dressed kind of heavy coats, and they all have like bags, and the bags are kind of moving a little.
So do you guys come out on frosting day every year?
Oh, the whole town does. Everybody does.
I thought I'd see more people out here.
Oh, you'll see them at some point. It's night, but they'll be here at some point tonight. Everybody will come out at some point. It's too good of a feast. How can you not?
Of course. What's that big tower over there?
What tower?
And I'll point to the tower.
I don't know what you're pointing at, but there's just the lake.
Must be some illusions in the mist then. It was really confusing. My apologies.
And
Oh,
even looking, it's so foggy, it's really hard to tell anything anyway.
Oh, my apologies. I'm more Kant, and I'll extend my hand out.
I'm Aurora. And he puts his hand out. Nice to meet you. Smells good. Well, we got more crabs to catch. We only get this one night a year. We got to take full advantage.
It was lovely meeting you.
You
Enjoy
too.
the rest of your crabbing.
And they kind of move on, pulling the bag behind them, and it's leaving like this big trail where it's kind of their bags are pretty full. And they kind of wander past you and head and disappear into the fog.
All right.
Should we go to the tower now? We all fed?
Perhaps we should wait till Morcant gets back.
Yeah, I would probably be returning. I don't
Yeah.
think I'd wander too far off.
Yeah.
Meslov keeps feeding the crab, and he's talking to it in Draconic a little bit.
It says, "Thanks, dude." In Draconic. No.
Very intelligent crab.
I can't wait for Vezran to unlock Awaken. Not unlock, to be able to take Awaken.
So Morcant gets back.
Morcant, anything out there that we should be aware of?
There's a handful of people crabbing. It doesn't appear anyone else can see the tower. So I don't know what's going on with that. There's some kind of charm on the city that's preventing them from seeing it.
I wonder. Or perhaps because of the stuff that we've been involved in, we are now not prone to the magic? I mean, there could be a number of reasons why we're able to see it.
These guys came through the portal.
Who knows? It could be connected to the portal, the things that we've done and seen already. Like I said, there's a lot of reasons, but we see the tower, so therefore we should deal with the tower.
Well, I'm ready to go. Thanks for cooking us, love. That was really good.
Yes, it was a delicious.
Anytime.
Thank you.
Don't thank me, thank the crabs. Thank them for tasting so good.
Thank you, crabs, for tasting so delicious.
You look like a fool right now.
That's okay. I now know what it looks like to be you most days.
He just smiles smugly.
All
I'm
right.
kidding, of course. Let's go, unless there's a reason for us to stay.
Okay.
No, the sooner we can get this done with, the better. Hopefully whatever spells over your brother will be broken.
Who knows if there's even a spell on my brother? He may be working with these people of his own choice, which I pray is not the case. It'd be even more disturbing if that is.
And you clean up the camp, try and cover it up, and head to the lake. And when you get to the lake, you can see the crabs have found little holes where they're able to slip under the ice in different spots. And you're at the edge of the lake. How do you want to do this?
Oh, should we just walk up to it?
I mean, there's not much choice. I mean, the fog should give us some protection unless they have a magical means of seeing us, in which case it doesn't matter what we do. But going across the ice, Eslov, you know more about the ice than I think we do. Is there a certain way we should proceed to reduce our chances of falling through at any places?
Well, I will lead, and I know it sounds weird because I'm the biggest, but I'm also the one who's most able to figure out where the ice is thin and where it's thick. So just follow in my footsteps and you'll be fine.
Sounds
All right.
like a plan.
Take the lead.
Okay.
And I will start walking.
Okay, so you get out onto the lake and you start walking. Can you make me a survival check?
Please no nat 1. Please no nat 1. 9.
Okay. And the ice makes cracking sounds as you know, and it seemed very stable. And every now and then you have to kind of turn a little bit because you can kind of sense the weakening of the ice in the spot, and you kind of very slowly work your way around it. Can everyone make me a perception check?
Oh,
18.
that's a natural 20.
16 from me.
27.
9.
You all hear something go, and you hear the ice move, and you hear it crack. I mean,
Does it sound like it's coming from underneath us?
you're not really sure. Something thumped pretty hard, and then there was the sound of cracking ice or something.
Did it sound close or far from us?
Further out than where you are.
That didn't sound very good.
No, we should probably move quickly before something happens.
We'll be fine. Probably nothing to worry about.
Yep. Probably fine. You want to make me another survival check as you move forward?
Sure. There we go. That's 23.
Nice. You find a spot. Eslov, make me a perception check.
17.
You see on the tower, there's some movement on the top of it. It looks like there might be some people up there.
I'll point them out.
And then suddenly you see something fly off of the tower, sort of in your direction, and it hits the ice and you hear...
We all see this, having pointed it out.
He's out ahead of you, and he's the only one who's close enough to really see it with the fog.
I have a feeling we've been spotted.
So should we begin moving quicker?
Well, we no longer have the advantage of surprise.
All right. Well,
And the longer we stay here talking, the more they're gonna.
Oh, I'm assuming we're talking as we're moving.
Yeah, you didn't stop and talk.
Oh, okay.
What do you think? I mean, they're throwing out.
I thought I saw it stopped to tell the group what was going on.
No, and you're not even standing next to them. You kind of have to raise your voice a little bit because if they're right next to you, your weight will combine, and you know that it's not.
We need
It's
to
good to have
we need to move much quicker.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Maybe another survival check.
Can I inspire him?
You could.
Okay, she'll like start nervously just drumming on her drum. We've been found out. Time to get out.
19.
Okay. Damn, you're doing really good.
Mostly. I rolled 2 nat ones for the first part of the session, so
And,
I've got a lot of making up to do.
You're moving quickly, and you get to a point, and you hear, and you realize that the ice up ahead of you is more broken up than the ice where you were before.
I'm gonna slow down.
Make me an intelligence check.
Yep, that is very natural for Eslov. Natural 1.
Oh, perfect. Okay. And so you slow down, and you see that the ice right ahead of you has kind of been broken up in a few spots, like there's a hole in it. And then there's another shh, and you hear shh, and something like a big arrow hits the ice and cracks it. You're
They have pretty bad aim.
yeah.
I don't think they're aiming for you, Eslav. I think they're just breaking the ice.
He's gonna look around.
Yeah, you could probably find an alternate route and kind of move around this area, but you know that right ahead of you is probably not safe at this point.
How far away are they from us at this point? Now that we've moved up close.
You're about halfway across the lake from the shore.
And how many
many
feet would that be?
It would be pretty far. You know that it's out of the range of a bow.
I'm gonna take off my coat to try and blend into the snow more.
Okay. Oh.
Well, yeah, how far is it to the base of the tower?
You figure at the pace you're going now, you could probably get there in a couple more minutes if you're moving fast. 5 minutes, maybe.
So, like 100 feet, 200 feet?
Oh, more than 100. Probably more than 200 even.
Okay.
And you can't really run outright. Well, Eslov probably could. Everyone else could not.
He takes off. No, I'm
Press
kidding.
on.
Yes, let's see if we can find an alternate route. Quickly, though.
Okay.
Eslov will do that, but I'm trying to be a bit more sneaky about it this time.
All right.
Just in case they can actually see us.
Make me a survival check.
Yeah, I will also try to be a little bit more stealthy as well.
Okay. You guys can see that there's a little bit of movement up there, and there seems to be some kind of heat up there because there's a little bit of a glow from probably from fire or something up there.
I'm rolling the inspiration for this one.
Okay.
Okay.
14.
Okay. And you change directions and move everyone off to a side, like kind of go around it, and you keep moving, and you realize there hasn't been another shot for a little bit for longer than it had taken before. It seemed in your head to be timed or rhythmic. Like maybe it takes them a certain amount of time to do what they're doing, whatever it is.
Right.
And maybe the movement has broken up their timing or something. So you keep moving and you pick up the pace. You can tell that the ice is cracking more off on that side where the things had hit the ice, and it's weakening the ice in the whole area around it. You can see it kind of breaking every now and then. You'll see a piece that's just floating, almost independently, just like a piece of ice flow that's separated. And as you go around, a little while later, you hear and something cracks the ice again. But it looks like they're shooting closer to you again, but they're not as far over as you are. Make me a survival check.
$18.
Where the ice was broken up, you're moving, but where the ice was broken up, you can see something kind of sliding up onto the ice. And it looks kind of like eels of some kind. They're way out there, though, because that's where the ice is broken. You've gone around that.
Yeah, he'll ignore that for now.
Okay.
Probably not that important to worry about.
And you start to get closer to the island, and in the fog, you can see there's a boat that is at a little dock. And now you know that you can see the shore, and it's like a within your grasp kind of thing. Make me a survival check. Last survival check.
20. Dirty 20.
Okay, nice. So you get everyone going around there, and as you're running, a huge arrow, is not an arrow shot by a person. It's too big. Hits the ice near you guys, but behind you guys. And it cracks the ice up behind you, and you start to feel the ice tumbling a little bit, rolling underneath you. Can everybody make me a deck save?
This is just the plot of Dark Souls 3.
What?
21.
This exact
11.
thing happens in Dark Souls 3. 7 for me, Chief.
Okay.
16.
Okay. Eslov falls into the water as the ice breaks, comes cracking up. Everybody else kind of moves around it, and the ice splits, and Eslov falls into the water. He's also the only one that doesn't. I mean, it will make you suffer if you stay in long, but you won't die from it quickly. Can you make me a con save?
Yes.
You have advantage, actually. I'm sorry.
18.
Okay. It's cold, even for
It's
you.
not that cold.
But you've been through this before. You've dealt with this, and you are able to kind of get your claws in and get yourself up some, your hands in up.
Yeah.
But you can't quite pull yourself up onto the ice because it keeps moving and rolling, and everyone else kind of catches up and is to the sides of you. What are the rest of you doing while he's
How
stuck
far
in
away
the
is the
ice?
shore?
25 feet, maybe.
What's my swim speed?
I don't know what a dragonborn swim speed is.
If you're gonna at this range, how first off, how tall is the tower, and how far away are they from us?
The tower is not very tall, but it looks like you may be getting to a point where whatever they're shooting from the top probably can't get you.
Well, I'm just wondering if they're within 120 feet or not.
Yes.
They are.
Yeah.
All right. To try to slow them down, I will launch like a firebolt at one of them up there. It's mainly it's not so much to do a lot of damage, but it's mainly to try to get them to slow their roll with these bolts.
And after he fires that, I'll go ahead and cast fog clouds centered around them.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I think the swim speed is about half usually the regular speed.
Yeah.
I rolled a
So-
12 plus 6, so 18.
Do you have any armor?
No.
Okay.
Do
yeah,
I?
then- Yeah. You're a barbarian, so I don't think you do.
So
'Cause
he's
if you have light armor, you're supposed to make like a con save. But anyway,
yeah, he has nothing on.
yeah. Then you just go.
How thick is the ice?
It's pretty thick, but it's broken here.
Here.
Yeah, you don't know how far. You're thinking of swimming under the ice?
He was gonna swim underneath the ice, and then once he gets close enough to the shore where he can touch, he's going to press his feet against the ground, put his hands on the ice, and then try and use his legs to break up through underneath. That's what he was gonna try, but I don't know if I should do that or not.
Okay.
Well, what Eslov do? What's his
He's
deal
gonna
with
do
the
that.
rest?
He's gonna do that, and if I die, then I die, and I pick a new character. But he wants to be cool.
So you see Eslov take a breath and then dive under the ice.
Yeah, like Carriagewin was like, "Oh, Eslov fell down, and where are you going?" Is he like trying to follow him?
You can
I
see
can't
him.
ice is so thick. I
You
have
can
to
see
be
him.
light.
If we clear the snow, can we see Eslov swimming underneath the ice?
Yeah, you can see him.
Like, frantically, like, wipe it away to watch him move.
Just running after.
He's swimming pretty quick, and he's swimming about as fast as you guys can run because you can't really go at full speed on the ice.
Yeah, he's using his tail to propel himself
Yeah.
too.
Luckily, he has a tail.
What? I think he does.
You do. Damn, I should.
By chance, did I happen to hit anyone with that? Rolled an 18 to.
Oh yeah.
hit.
I'm sorry.
I
Let's
just
go back
wanted
to that.
No. I just
Yeah,
want to
I
make sure.
You hit.
Okay. I rolled a 1 for damage, so
Woo!
It's really just a distracting spell.
it really was.
Warning
And that's what I
shot.
said it was. It was a
Well,
warning shot.
Whoever that is knows we're here now, in case they
Yeah.
didn't already know.
And you hear them yell, "There's magic!"
I mean, they already know we're here, so I'll have to find out anyway.
They do.
One can assume.
And the rest of you kind of, I guess, follow along to the shore above Eslov, hoping to find an opening. Eslov, when you get to the side, make me a dex save. See if you can find a place to get a good grip and get your feet under so you can use your back. Did you roll a 1?
Yeah.
Okay. So all of you see him kind of lock his feet under him or something in the shallows, and he starts pushing against it, and his
Oh.
feet keep sliding away, and he can't get a grip.
Can I
Can I try again?
Can I
Not
take
yet.
my spear and just like try to like break the ice with it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna try to firebolt the ice as well, see if that can melt some of it, make it weaker for him. If this doesn't
You
work, I
both
can
can.
thunder wave it. I can thunder wave it if we need to. So
I mean, I can shatter.
yeah, you can shatter too, but shatter does I think more damage than my thunder wave does. I'd rather save that for somebody else.
Yeah, my level 2 slot.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Well,
Hit.
firebolt the ice and you're spearing it, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you want us to roll attacks for it?
Yeah.
Natural 17 plus 6. So
Yeah. You get a good hit. You blast it hard. Go ahead, Carriagewin, you too.
That's a 13 to hit.
That'll hit.
you have the damage.
Yeah, go to the damage.
I rolled an
that's-
8 for damage.
Oh.
Oh, that's actually. Anyway, that's in. Oh, I could do it with 2 hands.
And what do you get?
That would just be 3.
And you, between the two of you get a crack to show in the ice. Eslov,
cool.
make another attempt. Dex save first.
17.
Okay, you find a place where you can plant your feet and grip. Now make me a strength save to push through the ice.
A save or a check?
A check, sorry, check.
Okay. Also 17.
Okay, and between the three of you, cracking at the ice and him suddenly pushing up and getting some leverage under him, the ice cracks enough that he can get his head out to get a breath.
He'll be smiling when he comes up.
I'm just like, you could have walked. And then she'll just keep like stabbing the ice, like angrily.
And I'll keep hitting fireballs trying to break it around too.
Where his head comes out, a crab runs out onto the ice next to him. And you feel it grab your horn and kind of try and yank at your horn for some reason. And then they start breaking up the ice to loosen it. And then finally cracks after a little while.
Caradwin's just like grumbling in like, I guess, Elfish.
Well, Eslov will be helping them. He's not just going to stand still.
Yeah, I understand. You're pushing. You're between the three of you. You will eventually you'll muscle it out while they loosen up the ice and give it more cracks to weaken it.
For those of you who know Elfish, she's saying, of all the foolhardy things to do, I'm in battle assistance.
Everybody, I think everybody in the party, I think everybody but Eslov understands what you're saying.
He understands, even without knowing the words.
He'll just be grinning. He's not that cold. He'll just be grinning at her.
Yeah. Be cool, Eslov. I am. And you get out of the water. You guys, when you get there, there's a boat frozen at a little dock. And you're at that little spot. I'm gonna drop a little map in in Discord so you can kind of see where you are.
Yeah.
Take a little. So it's there now, and you're on this little dock. You can see some frozen like junk ahead of you by the shore in another area. It looks like there's a small building nearer to you, and then the tower itself. The tower looks like it might be 2 stories tall, maybe 3. It's hard to tell. But there are no windows on the first floor.
How many feet up?
Each floor. Hold on, I gotta look that up because. About a little, probably 40 feet to you, 50 feet. Guessing.
Now, how tall is this building right here? The smaller building. If I get on top of that, misty step up there.
It's very small. It looks
10 feet.
maybe 10, maybe 12 feet. It's probably
Are
more
there
than
any
10.
windows?
Yeah.
There are no windows in the small building. There is a door, and it looks like
On the tower.
On the tower, you don't see a door, but you do see an area that has some stairs that come down, so you suspect there's a door there, but you're not at an angle to see it. You see the door.
And
very
there
well.
are no windows on the tower either.
There are windows up high, and some are actually open. And you can see there's light coming from a couple of them.
How high?
We need to find a place to hide.
About
What's
24 feet up.
Oh, sweet. All right. Okay, I can take my spear, we can put a rope on it, I can launch it into that window.
what is that going to solve?
Well, we want to get in the tower, right?
How do you know it's going to actually stick to something? What if you get it stuck in there? Then you're down a spear.
I could misty step up there and then throw the rope out.
Fine. Okay.
Well, then you might as well throw the spear just in case you hit someone. Just to make it safer for Vezran.
She's just gonna take out her spear and like tie a rope to it, and then she's gonna say, "These men are gonna be the death of me," and then cast True Strike, and I'm gonna throw it out the window.
There you go. You're the only person I've ever seen use True Strike well. Good on you for that.
Yeah.
Well, it's about when you need to hit something out of
Yeah.
combat.
Right.
So that's a 22.
Yeah, that. As a matter of fact, not only does it go up, you feel it hit something and plant.
Oh, gonna like pulling the rope.
It's taut.
Then a gnome comes flying out the window.
You yank him. Ah! How about? Well, since it works so well, how about this? When we'll have Essel start climbing it. When he gets closer to being at the top, I'll Misty step up in there, so he's not alone while the rest of you climb up as well.
Boy,
Like,
someone breaks
like
the rope.
interesting.
And you
Huh?
hear from up on the tower, they're on this side, they're over here.
Let's climb. Let's go.
I'll stop talking and I'll just start climbing.
I mean, yeah. And I'll teleport up there right when he's getting ready to get to the window. So I'll be like, I'll teleport in there. Well, Misty step in there, I should say.
Okay, so what's the order of everyone else going up?
We'll have.
I can be the last one up.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. So before Caradwin goes up, can I also do a minor illusion and try to like throw them off our path by like making it look like there's a lantern light like in the distance away from us?
You can try.
Okay, sure. I will do that. Do you want me to roll anything
No.
for okay. So that could be like 30 feet away from us.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Nah,
while
I'll
you're
climb.
doing that and you're starting to climb up, Vezran, you were going to use the Misty Step ring, I assume, right?
Yeah.
So
go
you
through
want
the
to go
window.
in the window. And when you do, you are standing up there amongst a bunch of plants, and suddenly you get hit by a bunch of missiles that are magical.
I think as a reaction, isn't it? Or is it a bonus action? Because I would have used my action to do that. I will use shield
Okay.
to deflect that.
Okay.
And therefore, yeah, it shouldn't do anything to me.
Yeah, it doesn't. Make me a perception check.
Say we are engaged. That'd be 13.
And you hear from inside, "Get out! I have to attack you!" And then from on the outside, Caradwin, you see arrows start to fly out from above towards the lantern area.
Oh, okay. Where's a good call?
And you guys are climbing. Morkant, when you get in, you're in the middle of these plants, and it looks in here. I don't know if you've ever seen a place like this. There's a lot of shelves with all kinds of stuff that you've not seen. There are tables everywhere. There's decor, wrapping places. It's warm inside. There's like a hole in the middle of the room where you can feel heat coming up. And then right near you, you hear a hinge. And suddenly you hear footsteps coming off to the side of you, quickly down a stairway, it sounds like.
Down? So am I hearing
Yes.
this below me or above me?
No, this is. You can. I'm sorry, not Morkant, Vezran, because he's in the tower. I don't know why I get the two of you mixed up all the time.
It's because
More
you're half
pretty-
elf and I'm full elf.
I was pretty confused
Right.
because
Half
I'm like,
and full.
Also
Eslov is going after. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
thought I was just the last person got in.
Fine.
Here's the door.
At this point, right? Eslov should be right on my tail because I waited till he was like about to go in the window. So just so you know, I wouldn't have gone up there like if he was like halfway up the rope. It would have been like right when he's going there, so he wasn't going in alone.
Okay,
So,
so we'll do that. Let's roll initiative at this point.
I'm on a tower.
I'm on the ground.
16 for me.
14 for me.
15 for me.
It's a 7.
I rolled the highest? When has that ever happened?
I would have. I don't know if I would have been able to have time to hop into the window because after I would have done that, I would have jumped in so Eslov could come in. Just so you know, like that was my plan. As soon as I got up there, jump through so he could climb in.
Okay, so Eslov is right behind you. You wait for him, and he comes in right behind you. Morkant, I guess, is up on the rope, or Caradwin is up on the rope behind. So is Caradwin next, or is Morkant next?
Caradwin's next.
I'm next.
I'm last.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you make me, the two of you, make me an acrobatics check? Actually, Eslov too. Before you
Am I
jump.
not still on the ground?
Are you
It's
staying on the
12.
ground, or are you going up? Morkant.
I don't know how much weight the rope can take.
Oh, that's true. So it'll be
9.
Okay. So you start to climb through the window, and you have to grab on and pull. You almost slip, and the sill or the frame of the window, it's stone, is slippery. But you barely catch it, but it holds you from climbing through at the speed you would have liked to have. That's when you see the magic missiles go to hit Vesrin, and his shield goes up quickly enough. And then that's what, and you would also hear the hinge opening and then footsteps coming down a stairway.
Okay.
But you're dangling from the window, and Caradwin is halfway up the rope and can't go any higher until you're out of the way.
Yeah, I'll just chill there for a minute.
Caradwin, make me a perception check.
The 13.
You see that from the roof, somebody is holding something above you guys.
We got company.
Is the fog not still there?
Oh, there's still fog.
No,
I
he
mean,
put
my
fog after
fog cloud.
Oh, you did a fog cloud. You're right. You're right. There's not.
Cover it.
They're not dropping something on you from the roof. I forgot about your fog cloud. They don't see you there. Right.
Nice fog cloud.
I forgot about your fog cloud.
Good
Good.
use of fog cloud.
Yep. I can't find them. That's all you hear up above. So as you're inside Vesrin, you see that Eslov is started to slip on the sill or on the frame, and you know that you were attacked from somewhere in here.
Would I be able to use my actions to pull Eslov in? Or
Yes.
attempt to pull him in?
Yeah. To help.
Yeah, so I will spend my turn pulling Eslov in
Okay.
to the best of my ability.
That's so nice of you.
I don't know if it'll work.
So I'll give Eslov an athletics or acrobatics check with advantage because he has help.
Oh my god.
A 1. Natural.
2 in a row.
Oh no.
You
that
got,
one?
you got double ones on your advantage?
Yep.
Do you have any other dice?
Yeah, like seriously, new
Switch
dice.
that D20 out, man. Switch
Normally,
that D20 out.
normally this one works golden.
Right,
but
it's
tonight
not doing
just
it tonight.
failing me. All right.
That's
switch.
it's like half of your rolls have been ones. It seems like you got some weight on that dice in the worst way possible.
Eslov, you slip and fall.
No.
And below you is Caradwin. And below Caradwin is Morkant. So you fall into Caradwin. Caradwin, make me an athletics check.
Wait, never mind. Can I give you a total?
That's a 17.
Okay, so he's coming down, and you see him slip and start to fall.
For the record, Scott, the total with athletics is 7, if that matters.
It was not enough, no. So you fall. Caradwin, you have a choice. Do you want to try and catch him with one arm, or do you want to move out of the way? If
She would try
possible.
to catch him. She would try to catch him.
That's the heroic thing.
That's not what I would have done, but that's a very honorable choice.
Like she. So.
Make me
All right.
make me a strength check, or save. Actually, you do need to
Strength
make a save.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta
Right.
hold, grab, and hold.
We're both going down. That's a 3.
Yep. You try and get him, and he falls too quickly.
Come on, Morkant.
Morkant, what do you want to do? Step aside.
Yeah, I think a couple steps to the right.
Make me a dex check.
Dex check.
Well, let's see. I'll roll the remainder of my d20s, and whichever one rolls the highest will be the one I use for that.
That's a 15, Scott.
You get out of the way. Eslov comes down hard,
None of them rolled above a 12.
and you take 2 points
Not
of
here
damage
tonight
from the
tonight.
fall. I know, these
How
are
much?
2 points.
No.
Luckily, Caradwin, I guess, had just enough protection to make me roll crappy. Wow. That was...
What, did Caradwin get knocked off as well, or did she just
No,
like
she-
not?
No, she tried to grab him and move aside, but she didn't fall. She held on to the rope.
Oh, okay. So you just couldn't grab him.
You just couldn't grab him.
Okay.
Are you all right, Edloff?
Which do I take any damage?
I picture Vezran like, oh shit. Like looking up the
Yeah,
road.
you took 2 points.
He just sits up and rubs his head.
Yeah. And Caradwin is now in the front and can start moving up. What were your initiatives? What were your initiatives? Oh my god,
16.
we're so bad. 16.
14.
15.
It was like 13, I think.
Oh damn. 16, 15, 14, 13. Nice.
Okay, 16. Eslo, oh, you're still at the bottom. You're at the bottom. Caradwin, you can try and move up. But Morkant, while you're in there, you see somebody coming.
Vezran.
Vesrin. Vesrin, you see some people coming down the stairs that are off to your right. There's like a spiral staircase, and they're coming down. And they look like soldiers with some kind of armor and weapons on them that are out and ready to go.
For the record, I rolled this die, the one that's been rolling poorly, 2 more times, and both of those 2 rolls were nat ones. That's 4 nat ones in a row, and then I rolled a 20.
Now, so what I see
Wait on that
They
die.
need to go in jail for a little while.
How
This
many-
one's not weighted. This one is, I have played with this for 4 years, 2 years.
It's
And
worn
it is-
down. It's
I've
retirement
tested-
time.
I've tested it with like statistical models, and it is completely random.
Yeah, it happens. So what are you doing, Vesrin?
So wait, there's the person in front of you that said I have to attack you if you don't leave. Yes.
He's not right in front of you. He's all the way across the room, the tower.
So we're in a room. So when because I went to
One
run
single
stairs,
room. The whole floor is one room.
and there's people charging down
From a stairway right next to you.
right next to me.
Yep.
Do I see them or do I just hear them?
You hear them coming down, and then when you look over, you can tell that there's a spiral staircase,
All right.
and then you can see them as they come far enough down.
All right.
There they are. There's one there.
I'm going to. Ooh. I'm going to cast Mirror Image on myself.
Your new spell.
Yes. There's going to be multiple of me here. And then I'm going to Misty Step. I'm going to use Misty Step again as a bonus action to move further into the room, closer to the other guy.
Okay.
Not right next to him, kind of like between him and them, but like against the wall, like angle myself into like a position where they'd have to come at me, you know.
Make me a intelligence check.
15 plus check or save?
A check,
right? So it'd be 19.
Okay, there's a lot of shelves and stuff in here. They're mostly kind of short. There are a few that are tall, and there's a big hole in the middle that goes down to the first floor. So you got to avoid that. Everything's in a big circle around the center, sort of like the soul.
Okay.
This is actually a common building technique on the island.
All right, I want to teleport into a position that would give me the most advantage, as well as to attract them towards me, so my teammates can come in and swarm them from behind. So, as well as make that other person have to like direct their attention towards me and away from the window.
Okay. And the people, you can hear them as they're coming down. He moved somewhere. He's not here. Look around. Spread out. What are you guys doing, Carradwin? You're coming up to the window. You want to make me an athletic or acrobatics roll? Let's see if you can slip.
All right, that's a 19.
Oh yeah, you leap through the window, and you're in the middle of a bunch of plants. What are you doing down on the bottom now? Eslov is back up.
Just like home.
Now, is this like a second-story window or like
Yes.
a third-story window?
It's a high second story.
I'll just go in through the door.
Yeah, I go with Esloff to the door.
Okay.
Kind of like look the window and like, yeah, that's for this.
So you start running around to the door. Okay.
Split the party again, exact same way as last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, the window was a fun plan, but it went to hell.
Sometimes nat ones just do you in.
I was gonna start pulling the rope up.
And you're strong.
Turn
Yeah.
around and there's no one beneath anymore. We both just walked up.
It's usually just this mighty heave. Well, there's no one at the end of the rope. Pokes her head out the window. Where'd they go?
When you
It's fighting ice all over again.
when you leap in, you see that you're suddenly face to face with two soldiers with short swords in front of you, who are standing at the base of a spiral staircase from the floor above, or the roof. What was your initiative, by the way?
13.
13. Okay, so now that you're all in the room that it can be in the room, let's go back to the top of the initiative order. 16 is Eslov. He's running around to the side. Morkent's running around to the side.
If I'm having a turn as I'm running, I want to like grip my hand that I cut when the Jasmine blade, and this one will hold them to a second as I cast invisibility and turn invisible.
Eslov, Morkent disappears.
Start looking for him. Morkan, where'd you go?
I'm right here. Just keep going.
He like whips around. Where? He like waves his arms around.
Maybe you
Morkan.
could see my footprint in the snow.
He doesn't look down. He's looking at. He's like looking up. And I'm sure at some point he bumps into you. Like you get hit, knocked on your ass with a swinging dragonborn arm.
I'm sure I avoid that to the best of my ability.
Might smack him a little bit.
Waste time.
Just Just for the hell of it, I'll make an attack roll and see if one of them randomly hits you. Yeah.
It'd be at disadvantage though, I believe, because he's invisible.
Oh, that's true.
Invisibility has poorly written
So-
rules.
Tiffany and Morgan, I dropped in another map to what is the second story, so you can kind of get a bearing on where you are in here. And you can see you came in at 22, both of you. That's where all the plants are by that window.
Okay.
The hole in the middle, that's the center where the warmth comes up. The hole on the left, that's where a stairway comes up. In front of you, you see all kinds of shelves. One thing that you can see where the spiral staircase is, and they came down right in front of you, Caradwin.
Mm-hmm. They're right there.
So
I would have teleported by 28 and 27 area. That's where I would have not teleported. I mean, that's where I would have misty stepped
Okay.
over there.
Yeah. All right. Make me a perception check while you're over there. What was your initiative, Veteran? 14?
14. Natural 20. I'll probably not get another one of those for the rest of the night.
You can see across the room near 35 is where there's an old man that looks like he's casting something.
Mm-hmm.
The stair, you see the people coming down. What are you doing, Caradwin?
Oh,
So we
I'm
got
sorry,
two-
Veteran. You have 13, right, Caradwin?
Mm-hmm.
all right.
You're
So,
13.
seeing that guy, I'm going to cast. I really don't want to hit him with too much, but I'm gonna have to do something here. I'm gonna cast Chromatic Orb at him.
Okay.
Acid's been doing pretty well, so. Uh, 15.
And when it gets over there, something goes up between you and him, near him, that looks similar to what you have going.
Yeah.
And
Oh, by the way, I get 10 extra temporary hit points. It is 10. Let's see here.
oh,
For my feature as the Arcane Ward. No, 12 hit points. So.
okay.
There we go. Forgot to add that onto me when I did the shield.
So roll to hit. What did you say what your roll was?
15.
15. And you almost hit, and it kind of wraps around the shield.
Yeah.
Caradwin.
Alright.
Okay, so I'm by 22, and there are soldiers at 23.
Yes, right
All
at
right,
the
I'll-
base.
All right,
And they have
so
short swords.
I'll cast Earth Tremor at the two soldiers, so they both need to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh, they're on the stairs too, right?
No, they're
Yeah.
on the floor now. They're coming down onto the floor.
Oh, okay. That'd have been so funny if they fell down the stairs.
Ah.
Okay. One of them fails. One of them makes it.
Okay.
The one that
The one that failed is going to take 1d6 bludgeoning damage.
you can roll
So he takes 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, nice.
If the ground is earth or stone, it becomes difficult terrain until cleared.
It is not earth or stone. It is wood.
Oh, okay. Then it's not difficult terrain.
No.
But that one guy is fallen over. And,
Why would
well, we're in combat, and so that's my action, and bonus action, I'll inspire Vezrin.
Vezrin, you you get this great feeling because you hear this song. How are you inspiring him from here?
Usually what she does is she'll play her drum and then do like kind of like a battle march. That's like her like general go-to.
Okay. Their turns. One of them is trying to get his footing back. The other one is attacking you, Caradwin.
Okay.
Oh. Well, a nat 20 will hit.
Okay, yeah. Hit me. Hit me.
You take 5 points of damage from the short sword that strikes at you from across the plants. And you hear the other one say, "Try and shove her out the window." Morgan, you see the old man is starting to move towards you pretty quickly for an old man.
All right. Is he able to get to me, or is he just moving towards me?
He's moving towards you. He won't get to you. He's like, "You have to get out of here. I have to attack you." And there's concern on his face that doesn't look like what you'd expect from someone trying to attack you. Morkant, you and Eslov get to the front door. It's a wooden door. And it's locked.
I'm still shocked by his weird disappearance. And he's still not happy, but he understands that Morkant is somewhere. And if the door's locked, then you already know what's going to happen to it.
Do it.
This is the Eslov key.
He's going to step aside and let Morkant talk to it.
We can be friends. Still think we can be friends.
Yeah, he'll bust
Even
it down.
after we punch you in the face.
With the axe?
With the axe.
All right. Roll a hit. Do your damage.
Well, I'm using my glass dice now, so we'll see if
Oh, shit.
Yep. 21 to hit.
That'd do it. That hits.
22, actually.
Not a nat 20, though.
No.
It's a dirty. Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah. Do your damage. Oh, you don't know your damage, do you?
Yeah, what does that new axe do?
Well, you don't know yet, but it is an axe. So, I mean, just its normal damage.
Okay. 7 damage. Crunch.
Yeah, that door, it's thick and it holds, but it definitely has a big cut in it.
I will attack it nearer to the hinges.
Okay.
Just weaken it so that I can kick it down.
Yeah, you know you're gonna get this door. It's gonna take a few good swings to really bust through it because it's a pretty heavy, thick door. It's 12 foot tall and solid hardwood. Back up to the top.
Push
Caradwin.
or pull first.
Huh?
That might make a difference. Maybe it wasn't locked. Maybe you just pushed and it was a pull.
Opening!
You try to open the door, you're like, oh, I try to push the door open, it doesn't work. Damn it. No, it's a pull. Get a pull.
Yeah, that's me and phasmophobia all the time.
Hey, good game.
You hear more footsteps coming down at the top of the spiral staircase, Caradwin. Let's go back over to Vezrin. Vezrin, what are you doing? Actually, Morkant, did you want to do anything while you're down there, or are you just waiting?
I'll survey the area.
Okay. So in the area, you can see that this is a small little island, and there's a body out in the snow that has an arrow in it. Not a body, a skeleton that has an arrow right through the middle of it, just sort of stuck in the snow. There's It looks like maybe a well down on the side. There's some big rocks here off the side, and whatever that other little building is off over there.
All right.
And the stairway goes up about 5 feet, the stone stairs to the door, and it's not a very big platform, which potentially is defensive if they have people like defending it properly from the top that can see, but there isn't at the moment.
Well, my concentration would have been broken when I went to invisible. It would have switched because they're both concentration spells.
That's true.
Oh, that's true. Okay. Well, they're all heading inside, so they're no longer dropping rocks on you, which is what they're about to do.
Oh, they wouldn't drop them on me. It'd be on Eslov.
Yeah, Eslov and then Caradwin and you. Whatever order was appropriate.
I'm perfectly fine.
Yeah. You're at the end of that line.
All right.
More Vesrin, what are you doing?
Seeing things getting hairy, I'm going to cast Dragon's Breath on myself.
Okay.
Actually, wait a second. That's a concentration. I want to make sure before I do it. Nope, mirror image is not a concentration. It just lasts for a minute. Sweet. So yeah, I will cast Dragon's Breath on myself, and I will do Cold, and I will do a breath weapon on the two guards that are. I will move towards them.
Okay.
And do a breath weapon on those two guys over there, and I want to do it in a position to where I'm not going to hit Dwyn.
What's the range on that?
15-foot cone.
So you got to move. You got to move to get there first, but you can do it in his turn.
Yes, I'd move a few feet, and then I'd breathe cold on them, trying to be like Eslov. So DC is 14. Failed will take 3d6. Then if they succeed, they take half as much.
They both failed.
All right.
Nice.
Nice. Not bad damage either. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 points of damage to both of them as I hit them with a frost breath.
One of them freezes in place.
Cool.
And I say, stay frosty.
Stay frosty, my friend.
Yeah. No, but like I'll yell to them, leave my friend alone.
Caradwin, what are you doing?
Dwayne, you see 3 of me.
So there's one's frozen, one's on the ground. Is there another one?
A wizardy guy who's very remorseful for attacking.
Yeah, there's another one coming down the stairs.
And there's no like door or hatch for the stairs. It's just a stairwell.
No, there's a hatch at the top.
Oh, okay. She's
It's just open.
okay. All right. So she's gonna grab the I guess the frozen guy and just throw him out the window.
Okay.
Wait, was that the one who said throw her out the window? Please tell me the one.
Yes.
The irony.
You'd be like, it's getting a bit crowded in here, and then she's just gonna take him, like, put him out the window.
And when you do it, the other guy tries to attack you and hits for 3 points of damage.
Okay. I can take it.
Vesrin, on the other side of the room, one of your doppelgangers is destroyed. It disappears. And you see the old man got close enough and grabbed him, and something came out of his hand like fire, and it just, because they take any damage and they're gone. So you have 2 left, right? You can make 3 normally.
3.
Right.
3 normally. You have 2 left. Yeah.
Right. You have 2 left. Down at the bottom. Dylan, bust that door.
All this because they wanted to avoid climb rolls.
Dirty 20.
Okay. Do your damage.
13.
And that busts the hinge.
Am I able?
You
would
can
I
push,
think that
you can push it through now.
I will ram my shoulder against it.
Okay. I'm gonna drop in a new map of this area. Hold on. Okay. Let me go to. Well, I want to.
Wow. Haven't seen that one before. Oh, it is different. Nah, man, now I feel like foolish.
Why do you feel foolish?
Because I said, wow, we haven't seen that map before, sarcastically, because it looked exactly like the first one, but then I saw the part that was different. Sorry, I'm too focused on spinning my little toy butterfly knife.
So, when you get in, there's a door that's in front of you. It's open, and off to the side, there's some tables and a lantern on a table and a place to sit. There's a bearskin rug on the ground here, and there's a big rug in front of you in the room. I want to change that map. It's not really the right map. And you and Morkant head in. When you get in the center of the room, there's a big fire in a fire pit, and there's a couple of tables for different things. There's nobody down here. It looks like there's a lot of storage of food stuff here, barrels. There's firewood in here. There's 15 is firewood. Let me when you get in, you see off to the right there's a stairway that goes up. And that's what you see coming in.
Is there anyone in here right now?
There's not.
All right. How much movement do I have? Would I have all of it?
You have your full movement in here.
So it's hard to see the squares. So I'd be able to make it to the stairs, I think. Because he's going to burst in, look around, see if there's no one down here, then head up the stairs.
Okay. Morkant, what are you doing?
Full movement, dash action, and get as far up the stairs as I can.
Okay.
So he makes it further up.
He makes
than I
it.
do.
Yeah, he does. He actually makes it almost to the top. He's pretty near the top.
He just shoves past him on the stairs, pushes him out of the way.
Yep.
It's an invisible force.
Sure.
Does that mean I get an attack of opportunity as he goes past me?
No,
You have to be able to see me in order to have an
He's there.
attack of opportunity.
Well, I know you're there, though.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Really. I feel like that's a little...
I didn't write the rules.
Scott, can you make an exception?
Exception for smugness.
On the top, Vesrin, what are you doing?
Seeing that the one guard is no longer a threat, but the wizard still is, I'm going to tell him, I don't want to do this, but you need to stop. So hopefully, when I get you down, we can keep you alive and bring you back up. And I'm going to throw another chromatic orb at him.
Okay.
17.
You hit.
Right. So it'd be 3 die 8. Damn, that's a lot of damage for first level. Yeah, 14 points to him. Chromatic damage. And it would be acid, is what I was throwing at him.
Yeah. And it hits, you hear him. Ah!
Sorry.
Caradwin, what are you doing?
Alright, so we got two
soldiers here.
2 soldiers there. Okay. I'm debating if I...
Their eyes were pretty wide open, though, when they saw you throw the other one out the window. That was kind of an intimidating thing.
Power move.
If he's already dead, you're like, I don't care if he's dead. Get out of here.
You're in the way. Okay, I'll use my dissonant whispers on one of them, to make him just he needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
He fails almost as bad as you could fail.
Cool. All right. So then he'll take 3d6 psychic damage. 6, 12, 14. He takes 14 psychic damage and has to use his reaction to move as far away as possible from me.
He's not going to do that. He's instead going to crumple into agony and, combined with the other damage, not survive this.
He's just going to die.
Yeah. In fear and terror. What a way to go.
Gave him a heart attack.
He has a heart attack and just...
And
Thank God
Caradwin,
Morcant doesn't see all this. All I know is you see me freeze a guy, you then throw him out the window, then you kill this guy with fear, and then Morcant's gonna come upstairs and see like.
Morcant, you and Caradwin hear people coming up the stairs too.
There's more, and then she's just, can I go to up the stairs, so like by 37?
They're coming up the stairs. Yes.
Yeah, by 37.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna go over there, and as soon as I can, I'll start just like taking the barrels along the side of the round
Wait,
wall and
real
just
quick,
throw them down
you said
there.
Morcant or do you mean Vezrin? Because you said
Vezrin.
Morcant and...
Sorry. Vezrin.
Okay.
God. Boy, this is like getting really bad.
We have to change our names, Morcant, at some point.
Well, they're so similar. Yeah, by 37. That's where the opening to the stairs from down below are.
Yeah, I don't think I can do it this turn because this is like considered an action probably, but I'll take
Yeah.
those barrels and like throw them down the stairs.
Okay. Yeah, you can until next turn.
Gee, thanks.
Coming up the stairs?
I would do the same exact thing in your position. I would be
Yeah, I
ready.
definitely would as well.
I would be readying a breath weapon.
Or as soon as they see someone.
And in the room, you see where you're at there, that suddenly engulfed in fire by the plants. You want to make me Caradwin and Vezrin make me a dex save.
7 plus... Thank God for a decent dex. No, it's a 14 total.
19.
And fire engulfs that area.
Would I be in that area though? Because I didn't get super close. I only would have been 15 feet away to hit those guys.
Well, it's actually hitting where Caradwin is. not where you are.
So
You
it's
would've
by
been-
37?
Oh yeah, it's over by
22.
where you're heading to throw the barrels down.
Oh, okay.
And so actually, Morkant, you would not be in it. It would only be
Veteran.
Caradwin. Veteran.
Thank you.
Damn it.
Different.
It's
Not
becoming
your
habitual.
Knight, I forgot.
It's because we're both white and we have beards, so yours is much better than mine.
So you made your dex
Mine is
save.
terrible
So you
right
take
now. I need to clean it up.
12 points of
yours
fire
great.
damage, Caradwin, and a fireball goes off in the area.
A fireball, or is it like a
Fireball, and Vezran, and I do mean Vezran, make me an intelligence check.
Nice. I'm rolling pretty good. Your good rolls must be coming my way, Dylan. I rolled a nat 14 plus intelligence check. Yes.
Yep.
Plus another 4, so 18 total.
You think, based on what you've seen already, that fireball could have been bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so back to the top of the order. Eslov, you're coming up the stairs. Make me a... Ooh. So, as you're coming up the stairs, you feel something in the air, but there's nothing there.
Well, we just lost Brandon, I think.
Brandon's still kind of here.
Oh.
My phone is just... There we go. It just gave me like a low... I just had to plug it in.
Okay, so what do I roll?
You feel something in the air in front of you as you're coming up. Like something is
Waves.
in the space in front of you, but you don't see
Puts his
anything.
arm out. He like thrusts his arm out to try and feel it.
It feels like a body.
So Morkant?
You think so, maybe.
Does Morkant respond?
Morkant, you get touched in the back. Like,
Where
grabbed.
did the bad man touch you? Where did the bad man touch you?
Yes, that's me, Eslov.
He's just like standing still right there.
He's coming up the stairs, but you're catching up
I'm
to
moving.
him.
I'll be moving faster, I think. So
It's more that you're moving first.
we're right. I'm just trying to,
Well,
cause like he didn't stop running.
No, he didn't.
Yeah,
Which
the
is-
rules of movement in D&D are a little wacky sometimes.
Yeah.
we're both moving up the stairs.
Yeah,
So-
you're both coming up around the same time, up to that opening.
I will ready my action to use my breath weapon, and I'll run up the rest of the stairs.
Okay. And you're starting to come up the stairs. Morkant, you're starting to come up the stairs. And Morkant, you clear the stairs at the top. And you see Caradwin lifting a barrel. Or grabbing a barrel.
I think she'd just like move it and then.
You won't see him.
You
He's
don't see
invisible.
me. Just be like, don't worry, Glenn. It's me and Eslov. You just hear a voice say that to you.
Just like,
And
do I hear it amongst?
Well, you just got engulfed in fire.
Yeah.
I'll let you have a perception check at disadvantage.
Okay, we'll see how well she does.
Yeah. Let's see if you
Tough
throw
to
the
be
barrel anyway.
That's a 10.
So-
Probably not. You hear something, but in the heat of the moment, you can't quite tell what it is.
Can't really tell what's going on.
So how much movement do I have left?
You're up in the room. You're near the barrels,
And
and
are all
she's
the
at the other end of the
enemies
barrels.
yeah, but I'm talking about as far as like enemies. What's left up here?
You see, there is one soldier that is near the edge of where there's some fire on the floor, nearest to Caradwin. And you see 3 Vezrans running around in here, and some old man, probably not very important, just on the other side of the room.
Do I have enough movement to make it to the spiral staircase?
Just.
Okay, I'll head over there, and I'll hold my action. If anyone gets close to me, I'll whack them with the mace.
Yeah, you'll have to go past the one soldier that's left here.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, his attack of opportunity. He's still invisible, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Vezran, what do you... Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, Eslov's coming up the stairs. He's not quite to the top, but he'll be there in a moment. Vezran, what are you doing? You and your doppelgangers.
I'm looking at the wizard. I don't want to take him out, but I have to stop him and I don't have any means to stop him myself, and I don't know Morkant's up here, so I can't say, hey, cast your calming shit on him. So whether he's trying to pull his punches or not, he's still attacking my friends. So I'm going to breathe on him because that dragon's breath, it keeps going. So I'm going to hit him with a cold breath.
So you got to move closer to him again.
Well, then I'll move up towards him, yeah, and I'll hit him with a breath weapon. I'll move within 15 feet to hit him with the breath weapon.
Okay.
And then if I have movement left, I'll move further back.
It'll take your movement to get into range, your full movement to get into range.
That's fine. And I will say, I'm sorry about this, but you really must stop. And
okay. He misses his.
Oof. I really wish he would have made it, actually, because I don't necessarily want to kill him. Oh, okay, not too bad. So 9 points.
Okay. Caradwin, you have a barrel.
Does he look pretty bad, by the way?
No.
All right. I mean, unless she sees a Slove come up, then she's just gonna hurl that barrel down, or kick it down. Really, she would just move it over, and then
Make me a perception check. Not a disadvantage. This time, just normal.
Oh, nice. That's a 24.
You see his horns start to break the line coming up the stairs.
Good. Okay, it's just all right. It's a Slove. A Slove's coming, and she'll go. Let me see what I got. There's still like a soldier in the room, right?
Yes.
And then there's the mage guy as well.
Yes.
Okay, I'll use Earth Tremor on the mage guy. So he needs to make a dex save. I don't think
he fails his dex save.
Okay, so he should be knocked prone, and he'll take.
Is.
Sorry, my dice launched into the darkness, so let me get another one. Okay, well he did. That's 1 point of damage, but he's knocked prone. And then I'll use my movement to get over to the mage guy. And that's...
Yeah, you can do it. Be right at the end of your movement.
Yeah.
Okay. And when you do, the soldier makes an attack on you when you go past him. And he misses. Then it's his turn.
Cool.
What's your AC?
12. Not high.
He hits. Damn. I didn't think you had... Your AC is pretty bad for this level.
Yeah. She doesn't have very good armor.
Ooh, you take 6 points of damage from his sword.
Okay.
Eslov, you get to the top, and you see
Finally.
Caribou running across. There's a soldier that slashed at her and got her as she was running by. You don't see Morkant, and you see Vezrin heading to the other side of the room also.
Who am I within range of?
You see 3 of me, by the way. 3 of
Oh yeah, that's right. You see 3 Vezrins. And you're in range of the soldier. You could dash to get to the other side of the room.
Who's the biggest threat?
The soldier is right in front of you with a sword.
Breath weapon on him.
Okay. He fails his save. Man, there's bad rolls tonight. All around.
Keep your dice, Scott. Dylan needs to change his, but you need to keep those.
You need to keep yours.
So
That is max damage, so 12 cold damage on him.
13. Oh, and he freezes in place. That's the first time you've ever seen that actually do that. Just like freeze somebody right in spots.
Yeah, he kind of stares at it for a second,
Which
shrugs.
is awesome.
Oh, look at that. I did it before you did it.
He's gonna go up and he's gonna flick the guy just to
Power move.
make sure he's still, or make sure he's actually frozen solid.
He falls back.
Does he like crack?
And
I don't think he heard you. Dylan wanted to know if he cracked.
he doesn't crack, but like ice flies off of him.
Okay, so it doesn't. It's not gruesome. It's not like
No.
it's not like Sub-Zero.
No. When
It
you
just shatters.
Morkant, what are you doing?
I mean,
Invisibly. No, Morkant. I mean Morkant this time.
I would be the one to go after Eslov.
Yep.
I'm gonna go
Okay.
up the staircase and kind of look to see what I see up top.
Okay, so you go up the stairs, and the hatch is open at the top. At the top of the stairs, you can see that there's a tent up here. There's a ballista, a small ballista, and there's pots with sand in them, and inside the sand there's arrows all stuck in them, and short swords stuck in them, and there's some bows off on one side. There's a table and near there's a little fire on a raised stand, and it looks like there's nobody up here.
Is there another floor above, or is this the top?
That's the top. It's the roof.
All right. After doing that, I'll stick my head back down. How far am I from the distance from the old man?
40 feet.
We're out of initiative, right?
No.
Oh,
We
okay.
still have the mage.
There's still.
I thought he was down.
He's
No.
prone.
He's prone.
And Morkant, you're 40 feet.
Yeah. Let me think. Am I out of movement now?
Yes.
Okay. I guess that's my turn then. I'll just stand up in case someone materializes and heads towards the stairs. I'll push them down the stairs. So I'll hold that action.
Okay, so you hold action. All right.
I don't think that's going to happen, but something.
Or the shot.
Yeah. Just keep the option.
Vesrin, what are you doing?
you guys,
The
you'll
mage
hear
is
me
prone.
now. Yeah, now that I see that Eslov is up here, you'll hear me. Where is Morkant at? We need to calm this man down. And I will breath weapon him again. Again, I want to make sure I'm not going to hit any of my teammates. So, move it up to where he's the only one in the hit of it.
Well, you see Caradwin and Eslov are heading here. You can aim and avoid them, but they're going to be close soon.
Well, I mean, even if that was, I would just step back until it was just him in the 15-foot
Yeah.
cone.
Okay. You can
and
hit him.
Yeah, I'm going to breathe. So DC 14.
He fails. Yep.
Hopefully Morcant heard me yell that.
Morkant's is gonna think it's really cool. He's gonna have 2 breathers on his team.
10 points of damage. Yeah, Eslov. So you see 3 of me, and all of a sudden you see, like, what you do come out of my mouth and hit him. The wizard.
Yeah.
Stealing your thunder.
I'm pretty sure he's seen this before.
Well,
It's been used on him before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carriage, when you arrive there, right after this cold blast hits the old man, and the old man he's still on the ground. You know, the ground is, the wood is all kind of roughed up a little bit, but still there. But he's alive. He's not unconscious or dead or anything.
Okay. Does he seem to have any kind of like wand or like necklace or something like that to cast his spells?
He does have a wand.
Okay. I want to try to take his wand away.
Okay, make me a dex check. Or a contested dex.
Oh, that's an 18.
Okay. You are able to wrestle away the wand.
Like, I'm like, try it again. Just try it again. Like,
And it's his turn. Make me a dex check. Or a dex save, I mean.
me? Okay.
Yes.
Oh, that's a 17. Save?
Save.
Dex save is a 19.
Okay. He goes to grab you, and then, like, lightning, like, blasts out of his hands, right in front of his hands, but he doesn't quite get you. And it's like his hands are crackling with energy. You have to get out! I have to attack you until I'm out of my spells!
Well, the Minotaur was like, well, I mean, maybe we could throw him in a closet or something.
Eslov,
Yeah?
what are you doing? You
He's
get
still
up
up.
to this man. He's on the ground prone. His hands are like crackling with electricity.
Can I just can I just knock him on the back of the head with my fist?
Well, you mean, do you want to punch him in the head? And
Wait,
because
he
his head
wants
is
to-
on the floor, so you'd actually vice his head between your fist and the floor.
he just wants to knock the guy out. So he could kick him in the head too.
Yeah, go ahead. You can try.
I'm gonna curb stomp this dude. What's wrong with you?
Not a curb stomp. He's not striking down. He's striking from the side.
I'm just kidding.
Uh,
This old man, he's kicking this big old dragonborn kicking this old man in the head.
yeah, I just don't want the audience to think anything other than because he's not
know.
curb stomping the guy. He's
I'm
20.
sorry.
I know you know, but the audience might not.
Yeah.
To 20, not natural,
Yeah, you definitely.
and that's automatic 6 damage.
Yeah.
Automatic. Wait, let me check that. Automatic 5 damage.
6 when you're raging, right?
No,
He's not
it
raging.
should be should be higher than that.
Yeah.
Should be about 7.
7.
Depends on how many rounds of combat I've gone without raging, though.
And you hit him. He does not go unconscious. He looks like he's both scared and incapable of not continuing. Morkant.
I'll go.
You what?
I'll go check out that tent.
Okay. You go to the tent and you open it, and there are cots with bedrolls in here. It looks like this is where the soldiers sleep, which is pretty unkind. And there's a nice fireplace down below. There is heat coming out of a hole in the middle of this floor, though.
I guess if I have enough movement, I'll head over to the ballista and take a look at that.
Yeah, there are bolts on here. Some of them are pointed, and some of them have like big, heavy, round balls on the end. It is cocked and ready to fire, one of the ones with the round ball on it, but they're not there now. And it has wheels. It's heavy, but it can be rolled around on the top.
Yeah, I'll just hang out by that, and this is how Morcant completely missed the combat.
You didn't hear me yell, "Where's Morcant? We need him to calm this guy."
I rolled the dice, and it got a 2, so I figured I'm too preoccupied. Because my mentality is if I can knock out the people upstairs, everyone else would lose their charm. So that's why I ran past.
Yeah.
All right.
Vesrin, what are you doing?
You know what? I'm gonna walk up, and I'm going to hit him in the head with my quarterstaff. I'm not trying to kill him.
It's a very Gandalf-y kind of thing.
I don't think I can pull my punches with my. I don't think I can pull my punches with your spells. You know, like you can't go. Oh, I'm trying to hit him with a chromatic orb, but not kill him. Like
yeah,
it just does the damage. So I'm trying to knock him out since we're down Morcant.
Okay.
So, let's see here. 12. Wait. Yeah. 12.
You hit because he's prone, and
oh yeah, it's at advantage though, right? Because he's prone.
It is an advantage, but he's also not able to move out of the way very well because he's surrounded by all of you.
Yeah, it wouldn't matter. That was the better roll.
Okay. Do your damage.
Hit.
Yeah.
All right. 1d6 bonuses. 2 points. You're over there kicking him, trying to knock him out. I'm over here hitting him with my staff. Go unconscious.
Caradwin, what are you doing?
Is he still up?
He is.
Okay.
I would say we need to knock him out. So.
Or blindfold him, maybe.
Gotta knock him out first.
I can. I can make him blind or deaf. Do you want me to do that? Or do you want me to try to punch him?
Make him blind, so it's harder for him to cast spells.
Okay. So she'll blind. He has to make a con saving throw.
He fails his save.
Alright, so now he's blind.
Oh, and you hear him go, "Thank God, I can't see you. I don't have to keep attacking." Not the reaction you would expect from somebody going blind.
That was unexpected.
And his hands just go down to the ground. And you can see he's, like, surrendering.
What is your name?
There's no time. How did you get here?
We walked.
You came across the ice, so you were attacked. I'm Carlin. Okay, there's not going to be very much time. She's going to come back, and we have to make sure that you know what you need to know before you leave.
So tell us.
Please don't free my eyes. Don't free them.
Okay, I won't.
She's a fiend of some kind. I don't know what kind. My suspicion is she's in. Do you know? Some of you are spellcasters. Do you know anything about types of fiends?
Do I? Whatever.
You can make an Arcana roll. You and Caradwin, and if Morcant were there.
I have proficiency in Arcana now.
Yeah, but not for this.
If I'm near the stairwell, can I hear what's going on or not really?
20. Dirty 20.
Yes, you heard him say.
That's good. I got
Don't-
like an 8.
Don't free him, or like.
A 10.
You heard that.
By the way, Scott,
So
I know
sorry,
I know for what you gave me proficiency in, like specifically, it makes sense. But I might be the only barbarian to ever have proficiency in Arcana.
That's true.
While he's telling us, I rolled a dirty 20. But while he's telling us, I'm looking around for his spell book.
Well, there's a lot of stuff in here, and there's a lot of books in here. And he goes,
I'm searching.
I believe she's an Arenyes. She might be a fallen angel. You can't stand against her. She will destroy all of you. So you can't stay here very long. You've got to flee. But before you go, and he starts feeling, can somebody help me up? And Morcant, you see him kind of being helped up, and you come around the hole in the floor where the fire from below is warming this floor. And you need to. Can you walk me to the maps, the table with all the maps?
I was assuming somebody is, yes, because I'm looking around the room.
She'll just move him.
I'm searching. I'm trying to see if I can find anything that will give me more leg up.
He's preoccupied, so she'll just like pick him up and just like move him.
Okay. And when you look around the room, you see over by one of the windows where 28 is, there's a bunch of maps laid out.
I actually think that's probably where I would have been looking anyways, because it seems to me on the map where...
So you see the maps first
Yeah.
as they're looking around.
Yeah, I'd be looking around 28 and 34. Those are the areas I'd be searching.
There's two standing stones near each other in the Elixian wilds. There, I need to find the maps, and you are walking over there. It's somewhere between Arethusa and Cairol, deep in the forest, and it is not easy to find. It's magically protected, but regardless, it's a portal to some other place that she wants to get to.
And
She wants to bring. Talvamiz. Her full name is Talvamiz Caradis.
Okay.
That I've gleaned over the years. That might be of some use to you in some way down the road. I don't know.
So it's Talbom's Caradis.
But she can't use it because there's something she needs. She's trying to get something made, and she's been ensorceling artists in Arethusa through some of her minions.
Right, we know. She's been trying to make a mask. And tap into ancient magic to...
She's not trying to make a mask, she's trying to find a mask. Do you have the mask?
No, we do not. But if we find it, we will ensure she doesn't get it.
You have to make sure she doesn't get it. If she gets that mask... But... Because... And he feels the table in front. There should be a map of the island of Elixia. Do any of you know maps? Have you ever seen maps?
I would assume I have, right?
I'm sure I would have seen maps at some point.
Look for the one of Elixia. That's the only one that matters on this whole table.
Okay. So
And there's all kinds of maps here. There's even pots next to the table filled with rolled up maps.
Can I grab a couple maps and see if there's other places in the world? Just because
Yeah,
I'm curious.
so just start leaping through the maps to try to find an island.
I'm going to put a new map on the Discord. It's too big. I gotta do a screen capture of it. So. So there's a map there of the Elixian Wilds, a lot more detailed than the one that you've seen in the past. There's a lot more things in it than the other maps, that the hand-drawn maps you've seen around here. This looks like, I mean, it's hand-drawn obviously, but this looks like there's more to it.
What cartographer did this one? I'm just like impressed by it.
Which town did Eslov originally arrive in? Was it Phelan?
Phelan, yes.
So he had to go around the island to get there, because the blue wastes are up to the northeast.
Yes. Yep. Yeah, you're north of all this stuff.
Okay.
There should be an image of two standing stones in the wilds. That's where it is, but it's no easy feat to find it. You could be lost out in the woods for years trying to find it. But that mask will allow you to see it. It will allow you to see true things you would not see. Talvamis has been searching for that for longer than I've been alive, and I've been alive for 300 years.
What?
Quite a time. Do you know if the mask only works for this one specific set of stones?
Those are the stones that she wants to alter.
Out of curiosity, Scott, what program did you make this map in?
Dungeon Draft.
This one's Wonder Draft. Dungeon Draft is for battle maps. Wonder Draft for like world maps and stuff.
I use Incarnate for mine.
Yeah, Incarnate's great too. That mask, if you find it though, it's very dangerous. It's a vestige of Kairos, an ancient god. Part of him is in that mask, and wearing it comes with great risk.
Vesman's like, oh shit. Yeah, like wondering, like, because I had put the mask on before.
You had put it on, I know. And I
He
had to
said
roll.
that Vesman's eyes like peek up, like, oh. Wondering if something happened to him.
And Eslov
Confident.
warned you even, or Morkant, one of them. I think it was Eslov.
No. Morcott looked at me like I was.
Oh yeah, it was Morkant.
We were on the other side. We couldn't warn him.
Right.
So
And her minions have died over and over trying to both get the mask and find a way to the stones. But lately her target has changed. There's some individuals that she's been having trouble with in Phelan who has had her very concerned. Are you those individuals?
No, but we might be on her wanted list now.
Well, there's something happening that I can no longer stop, although I did start it. The fog that's rolling out now is going to cover the island soon. There's some seer that has been interfering with her, and this fog will prevent her ability to penetrate and see what's happening here. And once it's up, it could be up for a long time. I honestly don't even know how long. When I created the spell, it I don't know what it will take to dissipate it. Also, the artists there are coins on the island that are given to these artists. You have to collect them all. I've been making them for her. She uses them to control people through their dreams. And if you're near them, just near them, and you go to sleep, she could choose to go into your mind. And if she's in, nothing good can happen.
So what do we
Well,
do with
this
these
is-
coins if we find them? How do we deal with it to prevent it from going into our minds, but yet collect them?
If you can't destroy them, get rid of them some way where they'll never be found.
Can we
Oh,
melt
this
them
is-
down?
What?
Can we melt them down?
I don't know. They're magical, and magical things are very hard to destroy.
Do you have any spells, anything that I could use to gain power to hopefully add to stop her in this place?
I have a spell book down in my room downstairs. There might be spells in there. Take it. I won't need it. And suddenly, he crumples down a little bit, and you hear the sound of chains, although you don't see any. And it feels like he crumples under like some kind of something pulling him down to the ground. She has me do the magics for her because she can't do these kinds of magics. And everything I've done, she twists into something evil. Whatever you do, collect the coins. But whoever this person is that has been causing her problems, that's her target now. And she'll be back in a day or two probably with her. She's... Whatever she's been doing for all these years, that seer has become her primary target in a way I've never seen her attack anyone before. This fog, it will break the weave for some kinds of magics, for divinations that allow seers to operate. And it will effectively blind their ability. And then you see him crumple down from more pain. And he kind of tries to lift himself up.
What is wrong with you?
Because I'm betraying her, I'm being pulled to my end. But I don't want you to stop it, please. I don't want to be here any longer, and I don't want to be serving any longer.
I can help if you want.
You
Think
can't.
Tell us more.
The artist, she's looking for an artist that has enough talent to make a chisel that can affect the stone. She's found that humans, although more malleable, they don't have the years in them to master the craft as well as elves or dwarves. So those are becoming her target. And she'll take as long as she needs to get this done.
What does she need the chisel for? Like, are she trying to chisel the stones here, or once she gets to the other side?
She's trying to affect the stones here. If she can affect the stones that have been magicked, she can unleash the god she serves. Kairos, which, of course, you wouldn't know anything about Kairos.
We've learned a few things.
Oh, you have.
She's a bard. She knows what she's doing.
Yeah, I know a lot of stories.
There are. Karos, though, did not go without enemies. His great betrayal cast down another god whom I don't know, but that god had created beasts on the island that somehow know when her abominations are around to attack them, and they've limited her in a lot of ways. And then you feel him crumple down a little more, and suddenly his eyes and his face just go stiff, and then his body drops, and you see him sliding across the floor, and there's a table in the way, and the table is pulled out of the way, and it kind of pulls, his arms kind of dangle and drag.
I try to grab him.
And you grab his body, and you see the body stays with you, and then you see another version of him that looks sort of ghostly continue being pulled.
Do we all see that, or just me as I'm holding the body?
All of you see it.
Okay.
Oh,
And it drags this figure, whatever is dragging it, over to what looks like a summoning circle, number 25 on the board.
Are we able to try to run over and stop it, like destroy the summoning circle, to break it before the soul gets pulled
You
in?
can try. You don't know how long it'll take to break it, but you can try.
Would I know anything about summoning circles that would want me not to do something like that? Like my unleash
shatter the
something?
circle.
I mean, yeah. I'm going to see if I can like ruin the circle. See if it breaks whatever spell is bound to him.
Okay. How are you doing that? With shatter?
You
don't have shatter.
I don't have shatter. No, but is it like carved into the stone, or is it drawn on, like painted, or like what?
It's carved and painted in the wood.
You have some magical chalk still.
Yeah, if I can, I'll try to put a magical chalk around it to prevent his soul from getting put in there. I don't know if that'll work.
That was an interesting idea. Make me a dex check. I want to see if you can get over there and complete a circle around it fast enough.
Anybody can do it. It'd be me. I got a 16 dex.
Okay.
I think I got the
You could roll a 1 or 2.
nat 17 plus 3.
And you get over there and you just quickly like spin around.
Yeah.
While you're in there, from the summoning circle, you can see that there are chains that are reaching from the center of the summoning circle to his ghostly image.
Mm-hmm.
And the summoning circle itself, when you're in it, you can't see. You just see a black hole that you're standing on.
Mm-hmm.
You spin it around, the chalk, and the chains break.
Does the soul go back?
And the soul stays floating in the room.
Morkant, see if you can heal him.
I'll walk down the stairs and head over to him and cast Healing Word.
And his body kind of moves. But Morkant, all of you can see that the ghostly figure is left on the floor there and gets up separately.
Is he able to talk to us? Can you get back to your body?
The body is doing nothing. It's
No, well, I'm saying
moving.
to the ghost, the ghostly figure. Ask him, can he get back to his body? Morkant, good idea, by the way.
It can't seem to. It's kind of moving, but it doesn't seem to be going in any particular direction.
Can we pick up the body and take it to the soul and see if we can reconnect them ourselves?
Like throw the body at the ghost.
Yeah.
Hold it up. Yeah, Carriage One will pick up the body and then just kind of like try to like
Dance
push,
over?
like she'll just hold up the body like by his arms, or not his arms, by like, you know, his shoulders, and then just kind of like walk it through the spirit.
And when you do, the ghostly form feels its body, and it kind of slides into it as much as it can. And his eyes, his blinded eyes, open.
Yeah, like she after a while would have put her headscarf on him because blinding only works for so long.
And Brandon, take an inspiration for that. That was a pretty brilliant
Good
idea.
It was.
Smart. Who's clutch?
He gasps. No! Oh no.
What?
I can't stay here. She'll return.
Yes, and when she does, we'll kill her.
Why don't you just come with us?
That's rich coming from
I
you,
can't
Morgan.
leave the tower. I'm bound to this place.
Well, we'll just have to kill your binder.
I'm not sure if we have the power, if what he's saying is true. I rolled in that 20. What would I know about this fiend?
You know that they are the
No,
Fury-
no, dirty 20. Sorry, dirty 20.
You know that an Arenya is one of the furies of hell. They're devils that are
Quite powerful.
yeah, they're pretty powerful. You don't know you don't know anything about how powerful a devil is,
Yeah.
but you know that that it's a devil, and that now devils always serve somebody more powerful until you get to the top of the heap. So obviously she's in service of somebody, and
So do you want us to break this barrier that we put around to prevent you from being pulled in? Is there anything else that you need to tell us?
how did you stop that?
We use the chalk.
We have a chalk that disables magic.
Oh. That is good chalk.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Sounds like something Eslov would say.
I mean, if there's more information that you can tell us before you, and then if you want to break the barrier, then so be it. So you can. We were just trying to save you.
Do you know what she wants with Eldrin?
I don't know who Eldrin is, but she's gone after someone. I think I heard the name Ratha is the seer that is now her target.
I'm gonna have to go kill my brother.
Do you know why she would want to bring like 20 or so men here?
Why she'd want to bring what here?
20 or so men
Oh.
here.
Oh. She brings men here all the time. They serve as her thralls, much like myself, but not exactly the same. She's been concerned because she's been seeing omens and portents that do not fit her view of what should be happening. So she's decided to change that. I don't know what they are. I can't read those things, but she can, and she knows good and ill in those markings, in those signs. I don't know what else I can offer you. The map obviously you'll need that. The wizard there could definitely take advantage of some of the spells that I have in there in my book.
Oh, do you want to? I'll lean over to Vezram and whisper to him. Do you want to show him the soul lantern we found? You're muted.
I don't know how helpful it'd be for him. I mean, if she's coming back here, I don't think it'll keep him alive.
No, the not the healing lantern. The jars.
Well, if we show him, he's gonna have to unblindfold him, and then once we unblindfold him, he might have to start attacking us again. Do you feel right now that if we were to free your sight, that you would still feel the need to attack us?
Oh, I would. I can still feel there's magics in me.
So,
okay, well, let's just describe it.
Yes, this is because we stumbled upon a device, a magic jar per se, that's inside of a soul cage.
Yes, I made those.
How do we undo those and free the souls?
What would happen if we freed him?
If the body is alive, the soul will return to its body. If the body is not alive, I don't know what happens with the souls. Then I suspect they perish.
So, how would one keep the body alive if the soul isn't in it? They put another soul in it.
Well, that she's had her minions working with some artists in Phelan that she had this idea to combine souls because maybe it would double the value of their creative efforts, not in volume but in quality. And I don't think she's been happy with the results because it hasn't gotten what she wanted.
Why
So
is she?
Go on.
Why is she bringing the seer back here instead of just killing her where she is?
She wants her to see for her.
Oh, she wants to use her.
She will use her.
I need to get to that. I just kind of stopped there, like trying to think what I need to do. Like he wants to go save Warren Ratha.
Well, what should we do with him?
Do you have a spell that lets you communicate to somebody over a distance?
I don't, and I don't think you could get one out through the fog as it is anyway from here. Maybe if you could get out ahead of the fog, it will take a little time for the fog to roll.
Yes, but it does not matter since you don't have it here. I mean, because I was thinking of traveling to Nisa to give us some. This is me out of character to give us like a place to hide real quickly because she knows that we're in Phelan or here. If we return to Phelan, it might attract attention. We haven't been to Nisa. She has no reason to believe that we know about these circles, these teleportation things. Could give us a day's rest, and we can get ahead of the fog.
Sure, we could do that. What do we want to do? What's this guy's
Why
name again?
Nisa instead of getting to Cairo?
How do you know that the Wraitha is in Cairo?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm asking you.
Was Cairo one of the places that was on there? I thought it was only Nisa. I have to look again.
No, Cairo is one.
It was one of them? Oh,
Yeah.
then shoot. I
Go to Cairo.
It's not in Cairo. It's outside of it somewhere.
I would want to go there. That's what Besman's
Yeah.
going to want to do.
Yeah.
Does this world have explosives?
No.
Okay.
Not yet.
It has fireballs.
was gonna say, I mean, she's coming back to this tower. We have 2 days.
We might have a chance to get to my home in Warm Wraitha.
Well, then we...
Okay, what do we want to do with this wizard?
What do you want us to do with you? This is your choice, your life. We freed you so we can... We tried to help you, but if you think that this is unwise, it's your choice to sever the chalk.
If I can break the chalk when you leave, I'll break the chalk, the line. You said it was chalk, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If I can wipe it, I'll wipe it. I don't want to stay here any longer.
What would happen if we were to just break the summoning circle?
I don't know.
Well, if you're willing to die anyways, well, why don't we try that?
I just don't know if I can leave the tower.
If we break the summoning circle and he can't die, but he can't leave the tower, then she's going to come back and learn all that he's done here.
I mean, you haven't
How do you
tried
know
to
you're
keep
bound
it-
to the tower?
I've tried to leave.
What happens?
I end up walking out of the tower and walking into the tower.
Is the magic tied to the circle, or is it tied to something else?
I don't know what it's tied to. It might be to the circle, it might not.
Do you
I
want
You
to
can't-
tried to use...
I can't do anything to the circle. It causes me this torture if I do anything that is a betrayal.
So how about this? With this thing around the circle and the chalk, see if you can step outside and get away from the tower. We'll walk him downstairs and we'll see if we can walk out the tower.
Okay. And he walks downstairs with whoever's walking.
Yeah.
And you open the front door, and you walk him out, and he goes down the stairs with you, and you keep walking, and he's with you.
Okay. So he's able to leave the tower.
I assume then it is tied. It is bound to that.
Can you shatter that?
I'll have to remove the chalk to cast the spell, but yeah.
Well, if you step inside there, could you shatter it inside the chalk? Because it's
Yeah,
like a barrier. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it shatters a 10-foot radius. Let's do this.
If you step inside the shatter outward, breaking it.
Oh, just stick my hand in to cast shatter? Okay, I'll try that.
Would you take your own damage from your own shatter?
Yeah, I
You'd be
don't
that
see why
close?
you wouldn't.
You would? Oh,
Because
I
I
can heal
sent
ya.
her a point.
that's true. You could.
I
Okay.
sent her a point, and if I'm in it, I will have to hurt myself. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So you step inside the circle.
I'm just afraid that if we broke it, then he gets pulled back in.
Yeah, I get you.
know.
So I am not going to do max damage. I failed my my Constitution saving throw, so I will take 14 points of damage, and I cast Shatter on it.
And it rumbles in the wood, and the wood shakes, and it breaks in some place where the wood is bent and broken. And the chalk breaks too in some places. And he is still there.
You're free.
All right.
I can leave this place.
I'm upstairs with Morkant, and I'm gonna cast Detect Magic just to be okay. Like,
You see if
oh,
there's anything
never
in
mind.
there?
I am still on cooldown. I can't do that.
With,
I will stab it with my spear a couple of times and try to like dislodge it like just a little bit more, so that there's a hole. There's just a hole in the ground, the floor.
so how about this? we'll get the items that you told us. We will leave. Once we leave, then you can do what you need to do, and that way nobody has to fight you.
I'd like to leave when you leave. Yes. I don't particularly want to go
Well, I'm saying, but
where you're going. Huh?
No, but I'm saying, like, we can get our stuff, we can leave, and then he can leave, so that way he doesn't have to take off and not be blind and attack us anymore.
Yeah.
Unless that magic's been broken. I'm trying to prevent from having to fight this guy again.
Yeah.
You know, like, we'll go our way, then give us a few minutes, then you go your way. So.
Yes. That could work.
All right. I'm gonna grab. Did you guys grab the maps? So.
Sure, we can.
Well, I'll come back upstairs. I'll tell them just stay down here. I'll go let them know, and then when I go in, I'll grab his book that he was telling me I can grab.
Yeah, in his bedroom.
And then, yeah, and do I see anything else of interest in there?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me show that. Why don't we take a break real quick? Because
Yes.
I need a bio break really bad.
So do I.
We like kept going and like, oh my god, I need a break.
Up.
All right.
I need one too.
See you in
but
a few
I was
minutes, everybody.
Dude, Brandon.
Cool.
Welcome back, everybody. Actually, I'm going to go to that screen. And let me change what's on the screen. You kind of know about Elixia at this point. Let's go to... second floor. So, welcome back, everybody. The second floor here has all sorts of jars and pots and wrapped up materials. It looks like it's full of material components for spells of different kinds. There is a cadaver on the table at 35 that has been cut into and prodded, and there's blood on the floor under it. There's a cage hanging next to it that does not have a body in it or anything. And there's all sorts of weird stuff. You're over 28, and you can see that that's all maps, and actually 27 and 28 are all maps. There's just maps there. Some are details, some are city details. I mean, details for the day. Some are areas. There's one of Arendelle. There's one of Valai.
Are there any star maps?
There is a star map.
I will take it.
Nice.
I'm going to look at it first, though. I'm going to try and see compare it to my own and see if there's anything that stands out as different.
Yeah, there are things that are different. There are some that are the same, some things that are the same, some that are different.
Am I able to figure out how it's a different map or what it's showing?
It looks like it is the same stars, but the constellations are not all the same. Some are the same, some aren't.
Are the soldiers wearing any armor?
Yeah, they're wearing studded leather.
While I'm downstairs, was not able to find anything else in that room, and I will begin catch and detect magic while I'm in his room.
Okay.
I'll take. Can I fit into the studded leather? The real question.
When you're human-sized.
She'll like hold it up sadly and be like, I don't think that's gonna fit.
He'll take it and sell it.
Oh, that's true. She'll just be like, well, I mean, he's not gonna use it anymore, so she'll just take it off a dead body.
I bet
2 for 1.
I bet two small uniforms will equal the price of one big one.
Okay, yeah, I'll take the 2 small studded leathers.
And find someone willing to barter.
I got 2. Give me a big one.
So when you go downstairs and into the room, I do not have the map up there that shows what's in that room, but give me a second. I'll at least put it in Discord.
I'm okay with you describing.
Okay. It's actually a bedroom, but at the far end of the bedroom is a writing desk and a table for him to write at, and there's a book that is sitting there that is a bit of a tome.
I'll pick it up and see if that's the book that he was referring to as a spell book.
It's a spell book.
All right, I will put that in my bag, and I will see if there's anything else of value in here.
There are scrolls here. There's some things for writing letters, but there's also scrolls here that have what look like the beginnings of spells that are being determined whether they're worth creating.
I'll take them. There might be some interesting stuff to research later and see if I can improve upon them. Or pick up where he left off.
Can I take their short swords too?
And yeah, she's like picking them all like here. But after I grab the scrolls, like I said, I will cast detect magic, and then go upstairs if there's nothing in here to see if there's anything upstairs that we should be aware of.
When you get upstairs, going through the map, when you go through the maps, and then over by where the cadavers are, you can see that they're... Brooklyn, no. I'll take you out in a little while. He's moaning. He's like, I want more food, because I gave him a cookie when I went out there. And I have a feeling one of the other dogs stole his cookie. So...
As siblings do.
Yeah, exactly. Over by the cadavers, as you're going through there are 2 scrolls that look like they are complete spells.
What are they?
They're not spells you've heard or that you know of. One is something like all life spell, and the other one is something like spell of death ward.
Ooh.
I will take them so I can look over them later. So I have more time to actually research and understand what it is that these things do.
What's at 33? And 32. What's this stuff on the wall?
32 and 3. 32, there's a bunch of powders in clay jars and ground or crushed components. You don't know what the powders are, but they're powdered things. 33 is odds and ends that didn't fit neatly in anywhere else. Just stuff. Let me see if there's anything really important.
Books?
Oh, there's tons of books. There's some bookshelves at... Let me tell you what numbers they're at. At 34, there's some books to the left, and they're books on things like magical study, the effects of different potions on the body, but not necessarily how to make them, just like research.
If you don't grab those, I probably will.
Yeah, she'll pick them up and be like, that sounds interesting.
But there was nothing else of magic up here, right? That was it, just the scrolls?
Hold on, I'm looking to see what else there is. The summoning circle.
I'm
I
trying
kind
to
of have to go
quick.
through all the
Yeah.
stuff real quick.
Because if I can find something for these guys.
There is a magical jug, a small jug. You don't know what it is yet because you have to identify it, but there's a jug there.
Grab the jug. That's
Nothing
low.
on the
Can you
top.
carry this for the time being? It's something magical. Don't drink it yet, so we know what it does.
And where he was sitting, there's a cape that is magical.
When you talk to Eslov, he's looking at his star maps and he doesn't seem to hear you right away. You've never seen him study like something like on a piece of paper like he does with the star maps.
Almost like he
Well,
could read it.
Well, they're all looting this old man's house. I'll walk up to him off to the side and be like, I have a question for you, sir, before we go.
Yes.
In your 300 years, have you ever had dealing with a fish that had arms?
Oh, you've come across them.
One, yes.
Where have they gotten to?
In a lake outside of Phelan.
They made it all the way to Phelan?
Apparently one did.
Well, if there's one, there's more than one. You're going to have to clear them out at some point. Those things are dangerous, and they're not incapable of learning, and but they have a hunger that is not like you would think.
What can be done about them?
We'll kill them. Although how you get to them all, my apologies for those.
The dogs.
Yeah, for the dogs.
Okay.
What are they called?
I've not named them. They were just an experiment I was forced to make. She didn't know where this vestige was, so she wanted to have something that could go down and search through the waters in case it was buried or washed down into the lakes. So those were the results. I didn't think they would get that far. I thought they'd stay in the lake here.
The best thing about this is you're having this conversation with none of us around. So even if you come back and tell us that, there's a good
Yeah, you
chance
guys still won't believe me. You're all busy.
True.
This is
But
the
now
real
I
plot.
know. Now I know.
All right. So yeah, after
This
we
could just be the ramblings of a crazy old man. You never know.
How was she
Question.
going to control them?
Well, I couldn't. That was a problem that I had. She could control them because they're intelligent. They can speak and they can be controlled or reasoned with.
Ah, interesting. Just a matter of getting them to talk.
If you can do it. They seem to
Old
work
man.
more off the things in their belly, the things that aren't in their belly, than the things that they're asked to do.
Because I haven't really actually ever examined my mother's scroll case. Am I able to put multiple things in there?
Yeah, you can put scrolls in there, and when you put them in, you know how you have to kind of tighten it up to get it in, and then when it goes in, it kind of goes to the edge, and it seems to keep leaving space for more scrolls.
So I'll put all the scrolls in there, and if I can put the maps in there too, I will.
The maps, if you can roll them instead of fold them,
Mm-hmm.
and they're small enough to fit, they'll fit.
Yeah.
But they have to be rollable. You can't put them in folded or anything.
Yeah. Well, if I can, then I will. Whatever I can, and then
Okay.
just so we can take as much of this information with us as we can. Who knows
Yeah,
what
some
else
of them.
is here? So
Yeah, you can get some in.
I know Brandon's thinking like, man, this guy is just pillaging, but for me, it's more of like I see knowledge, and I'm like, this guy isn't coming back here. We need to take this and use this.
And there are no magic shops you've ever seen.
Yeah, this is like a wizard's paradise.
I've gotten the most important piece of knowledge today, okay? I know what's going on with the fish.
And that they're
Well, yeah.
dangerous.
I knew that.
All right, so yeah,
They
I
can
think if we got everything, then I think we should head out and let this guy go as well.
And how you'll remove the blindness after you are outside? Or
Well, at this point, we would have had to tie his hands and blindfold him, kind of thing. Tie his hands.
because it would have
back
worn
and
off.
Yeah. So, well, I'm trying to think how we're gonna do it.
Hand him a small knife and walk away. Do it
Hand him a
behind his
small
own back.
Yeah.
Lock
Yeah,
him in his bedroom.
Yeah. Are you able to break an arcane lock?
I
With time.
can, but I'm not a
No, I'm asking him. I'm asking the wizard if he's able to dispel, if he has knock.
If I had memorized the appropriate spell, I would be able to.
Shit. Well, I won't arcane lock him in his room then.
Yeah, and I think because he'll attack us if we're in the tower. Once we're no longer in the tower, I don't think it's a problem.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Maybe. I
Okay,
don't know.
well we'll do a test, and so with his hands bound, she'll just like lower the blindfold like with like one eye and be like, do you feel like shooting spells at us?
And he starts casting.
Okay, so I'll just like put it back up.
Yeah, let's lock him in his room for now. Well, not lock, but put him in his room. Put a knife in there. Tell him to give us like 5-10 minutes to leave, and then he's free to free himself. Can you do that? We're leaving your tower. We're not coming back.
If you're not here and I can't see you, I don't feel compelled.
So we'll put you in your room for a moment. There'll be a knife over here on your desk. Be careful not to cut yourself. We're going to leave now. Just give us a couple minutes and then go ahead and free yourself.
Someone in chat said, cut off their arms, make them normal finish.
Normal fish. Wait, I'll lean over to Vezra and be like, do you think we should mention that we took some of his stuff?
No. He's not coming back here, so it's fine. He said we could take the stuff, so I think we'll be okay.
He just looks up like, did he do that?
I mean, from what I know, we saved his
He
life.
sort of did before he knew he was going to be alive.
He hasn't come back. Think of this as payment for freeing him from this tower and giving him his life back. I mean...
Yep.
You have a great way of making logic work for you.
Seems a bit backhanded.
Well, you know, when you deal with my family, you learn to find loopholes and things. So, yes.
True magic.
So yeah, we'll have to head out, and then I'm walking out.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing? It's really foggy outside, by the way.
She'll just we'll just be outside. There's no reason for her to.
Yeah.
Let's get out
Find
of
a way
here.
across the ice. Well, Gwen, it looks like you're going to miss your performance.
Oh, I live.
Yeah.
I know
Not
we
the first
talked about
time
it.
I've disappointed Eldrin.
I know we briefly talked about it, but I would like to return to the portals stones and try to get to Cairo and warn my sister.
Yeah, we can do that. I think that's the best plan, because it seems like Ratha is the best counter to this Taiwanese.
Might be our only shot, actually, of stopping her.
Okay, well, let's go back to the tower, I suppose. I mean, the portal.
Yeah, I know what you meant.
Yeah. And you start crossing the ice. And as you're crossing, you can hear the sounds of people talking. And your steps are making these creaks, but it's foggy and no one can see anybody. But you can tell there are people ahead of you somewhere, or maybe it's to the side or something. And there's, check over there. We gotta find them.
Okay.
There was a camp back there. I saw that, but they could have gone anywhere. They've had time to get anywhere. Keep looking. He said to keep looking until we find them. And it's different people all over the place out there in one direction, ish.
I will try to make myself look like one of the Chevy. I can never say that word right, man. Chevalier.
Chevaliers.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I'll use disguise self to make myself look like a chevalier. In hopes that if somebody does come across us, I can say, "We're looking over here. Keep looking over there," kind of thing. Because I'm assuming that they're looking for us at this point, by the fact that they found our campsite.
Okay.
Let me see if I can.
And as you're walking, the ice is making those cracking sounds, and just there's like a fuzzy body out there moving, and it stops for a moment. You can't tell what it's doing, but it stops and is still.
I'll cast, like, how far away do they sound to us now?
Maybe 100 feet.
Okay. I'll, tell the others, do you guys hear that? Maybe we should try to find the long way around.
Yes, perhaps. Let's do so. See if we can find an
whoever
route around this.
Yeah, whoever it was, they continue in the direction they're at, and they are not making you can't hear the cracking of the ice under them. So you know that they're on shore.
Okay. Can we,
Yeah, you
go
kinda,
across the ice more?
Yeah, you can go sideways to them,
Yeah.
parallel or opposite parallel, till you get to a place where they're not at.
What time of day is it now?
It's night.
Okay.
Probably
I'm
like
just-
8 or 9 p.m.
Is it dark out?
No, it's later than that. You are ransacking the tower. That takes some time.
Oh,
It's dark out. Vezran kept saying, "Wait, I'm not done. Wait, I'm not done."
I have to read these books.
Looking
Alright,
at all
well,
the ingredients.
and just
Maybe
those
touch the
two
ingredients.
encapsulated by his star map.
I'm surprised you left the jars full of diamonds and emeralds.
Can't take everything.
Powder stuff. I was like, I don't know what that is.
He's got to be able to buy things. He might need those diamonds to get back what he lost.
We're not monsters, Scott.
We'll take everything else we deem of lesser value without asking him.
And
We
you
really
feel
only took some maps and a book.
For all we know, the star map could have been his prized possession.
We broke his heart.
probably was.
I took every scroll he had, a magic jug, a magic cloak, a spell book. This is payment for your life. I had to use my chalk on you.
By the way, you need to mark off one chalk.
Yes, yes.
And you feel your feet hit solid footing and stop being on the ice. But it's really foggy and hard to tell where you are.
Where are we?
You can't see the stars or the moon because of the fog, and it's night.
I can't see anything in the dark. Morkant, what do you see?
I just see the fog really thick. I could try and clear it a little bit. I don't know if it'll work, though. It's incredibly thick.
Perhaps we should just try to move further away from what's going on over here before we do so.
Yeah, we'll take a listen then. Do we hear them?
They're in the distance. You've gone far enough down that they're not in this area.
Okay, well, we should stay away from town. They're clearly.
We need to head to the stones. We need to find our way to the stones.
We don't know exactly where we are. That's all I'm saying.
No, I know. I mean, we can't find the town either. So.
That's true.
But you're saying we should stay away from the town. I'm saying we shouldn't. You're right. We should not go that way at all.
Well, we don't need to go to the town. We're going back to the teleportation circle.
Yes, but we don't know where we're at. We need to know where we're at so we can find our way back to the surface. I don't know.
Well, I
if you
suppose all we can do is press forward.
Yes. We'll try to, I don't know, use the land and see if we can figure out where we were before to where we are now. I mean, based on where they're saying that they call our campsite, try to use that as a pinpoint to see where we need to go, kind of thing. So we know we came this way before. If they're over here,
good idea would probably be this way, kind of thing. We know that the shore is here. We went around, and our campsite was over here, kind of thing.
Yeah. So you walk for a while, and nothing looks familiar. And you're not really far enough back to see any big picture stuff. It's all just another tree, a couple more trees, a lump in the snow.
Are we on the right side of the lake? Well, they did find our camp.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was trying to base it off of where they were at and where they
Right,
found
and you went along the lake. You would have gone southwest to kind of get around them, with the city being northwest.
And then we'd probably try to go up northwest once we got around.
Right, and you're now heading the direction you think would have gotten you there, but you're not. But without being able to see any navigational markers, it's just the forest.
Two options. One, I do not like at all now that I know more about it. The mask might allow us to see, though I don't know if I'd want to try that again at this moment. That's the thing I don't want to do. The other idea is, did you say you move the fog?
I can try. I don't know if it'll work.
I mean, we can see if you can at least move it enough to where we can get our bearings. It's worth a shot.
True. We're kind of walking around in the dark right now.
I think just before I thought it might have been a bad idea because we might have been too close to some people, but here further away might be a good option now.
All right, I will walk. Is there any mound where I can stand up slightly higher than an elevation or anything nearby, Scott?
Yeah, a little
Shoulders.
bit higher.
So I'll get up as high as I can, as tall as I can, and
Okay.
kind of bring my hand out and say the prayer and let gust of wind push the fog back towards the lake.
Let's see how far that will go.
It's 60 feet,
Yeah, okay.
10 feet wide.
Well, you've already walked more than 60 feet from the lake.
I'm just trying to clear fog.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay, so it blasts from you for the whole spell's duration. You can continue walking in a direction and keep the fog out of the way for 60 full feet in any direction. I mean, a minute's not a long time.
it's enough to look at the stars, though.
But it would allow you to see the stars. That's true. It would open up enough above you to see the stars and maybe a moon. Let's see. Both moons tonight. So with that, Eslov could look up and probably, if he made an Arcana check, he might be able to actually figure out the directions that you need to go.
No, I can't.
Can't or won't?
I made a roll and I can't. I'm specific about my words. I can't.
Okay, well, make a survival roll just to get a bearing on where you are.
Can anyone else do anything?
I have Arcana, but I don't think I have Arcana for this.
You don't.
No. Well, I mean,
Thanks, Scott.
Huh? What'd you get?
Even 14 for the survival, but even with the proficiency, I only have a +1 to Arcana.
Yeah, but the survival will tell you what directions, where you would need to go, north, south, east, west, that kind of thing. The Arcana was because there's some things happening in the sky that I wanted to, if you made, I would have given you a little more info. But you can, with the survival, you can figure out what direction you need to go. The city is north of you, and the stones are north, and then east again, northeast of you now. So you kind of have to go around. You're basically making a loop around the people that are by the lake.
We'll tell everyone this.
All right. And then, does the gust, is it like really loud, or is it just kind of like
No.
the wind moves?
It's wind.
Yeah. Well, then I guess we use that for the spell duration to see what we're
For a
walking.
minute.
Yeah.
1 minute. Not a long one.
Right, you walk a minute and keep clearing it out as you go.
And when the minute breaks, how quickly does the fog like re-enter?
It's not super quick, but it does.
Okay.
It may take a few more minutes, a couple minutes for it to kind of refill the space. And you eventually find your way to the side of the hill. It does take all night just wandering around once you get in that area just to find it. You probably find actually the druid's home first,
Mm-hmm.
and then are able to move from there. You know which direction right from there to get to it.
Is the body still out there when we get there?
No.
Oh, we had the same idea. So keep an eye open for woodland creatures along the way as well.
I was thinking that perhaps those that were pursuing us saw the fire, came here, and then went to pursue us there.
Living
I was
creatures
thinking
such
you-
as crabs.
Perfect.
What?
Woodland creatures such as crabs.
Yes.
That'll be the sacrifice.
Yeah, your crab, by the way, is no longer mottled gray. It has taken on a sheen of color that matches your scale color.
I thought you were about to say your crab is no longer with you, and I was going to be like, okay, Scott, thanks.
No, that would have been cruel.
Yeah, it would have been very cruel. And I'm kind of mad at you for even, for that thought popping into my head. I'm mad at you because of it.
Reasonable reaction.
So you find the stones, you clear them off and everything, and this is where we'll break. This is
Okay.
a breaking spot.
Earlier than expected.
Is it? It's
I mean,
almost
usually we go
12:30.
to. Well, I mean, for me it's 11:11, and usually we go to like 11:30.
Just
We've been going longer.
We've
Actually,
gone.
We've been going longer and longer lately.
I think the longest we've gone is like 12:30 for me. I think.
Yeah,
we've
we did
gone.
one late night. But we started later.
I mean, if you want to go a little longer, I have other things in here that if you want to do it, we'll go longer.
I
up to
have to move to the living room soon because my roommate is gonna want to go to bed.
That's a good time to break. I mean, if you say it's a good time, Scott.
It is.
Good
I mean,
time.
there's more stuff coming, but it's a good place.
We just need to kill an animal, go through the portal, and be in Cairo.
I wonder if a crab
Be in
would count.
the wilderness somewhere near Cairo.
Yeah, I don't want to do that right this second, but
I have
was
a
hoping
name. I have a name for the crab, by the way.
crabby.
I have to remember what it was. Give me 1 second. I have it written down on my phone.
Crabby, grabby.
It's not crabby. It's something Swedish.
Grabbing.
Grabbing. We got Treven, we got Steven, and now we got Crabbin.
Grabbing.
Kjell.
Grabbing, crabbing.
Harvey,
It's Kjell.
Kashev,
Kjell.
Oh,
Less
you're
of a
killing
K sound.
Kjell.
Kjell.
Shell.
Kjell.
Listen, I'm calling it shell.
Less of a K sound. Less of an 8 SH. It's Kjell.
Shell.
Shell.
It's not shell. It's Kjell.
How do you spell it?
Kashev.
8 KJELL.
Oh, Kiel. Oh, would be Kishel?
It's
Interesting.
Kjell.
Shell.
Jen.
Okay. Yeah, that's hard to say.
Yeah.
I have a
Doesn't
background.
really called him Shell.
I have a background in German, so maybe that's my method of.
Yeah, we'll break here. There's a lot to do next week. Maybe we'll go a little longer next week because it's a pretty important week too.
Now, Scott, while we're traveling, could I be looking through the book for the spells and just to get an idea of what it is that's in there?
In the fog?
Well, I mean, the book's right in front of me, and I have dark vision.
I mean, you could, but you wouldn't be able to really help try and find your way out of here.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't be able to do that anyways, so I would just be following the group.
I'll send you the list
Okay.
of what's in there.
While we're traveling, Slav will be talking to Ksho in Draconic.
It likes to crawl along you using your scales as like grip. Gripped with its little legs.
Like a rock climber.
Yep. And it's a bit chameleon-esque. It sort of changes color to match its background slowly. So
Okay.
that's beneficial for it.
Occasionally, I will feed it.
It likes food.
Occasionally.
Occasionally.
And it'll eat almost anything.
Every couple days.
constantly.
Every couple days, I'll feed it.
What?
Once a week.
Yeah, I can do less. I don't know. I mean, crabs are probably, they're like lobsters. They're immortal. They don't eat food.
Yeah, they'll eat most whatever you put in front of them.
Which I recently learned that's actually a myth. Lobsters are not immortal. They do live for a very long time, but they're not. They die eventually, believe it or not.
Well, that's not
Kind of
cool.
rocked my world. It's not cool. I think lobsters are significantly less cooler than crabs now.
Yeah.
It's like I think it's like crocodiles
That's
or like
not true.
alligators can live for like a super long time.
Scott,
Because
did you say it was a
Sturgeon
crab or
lives-
was it a lobster?
Ridiculous.
they just don't.
None of those things live anywhere near the length of life that trees have, though. Like big old trees, they can live 1,000 years, some of them.
Yeah. Tortoises live a long time too. But
Oh, yeah.
sometimes as long as trees. Sometimes.
It depends on the tree.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Anyway, very interesting post-game conversation here at ZealZaddy.
All right, good night, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Good night.
Bye.
All right.